One bottle of booze.
Yay!
Oh, we are starting,
been...
are we?
Yay!
Yay! You
Oh,
should have
okay.
said
No one pays
I need to
attention
get
to you.
my drink.
Oh no!
I didn't even pour rum in my Coke.
Cheshire's a professional.
Cheshire's a professional, just like me.
Well.
You do sound like
Everything's
you're on the wrong
ruined.
mic here in StreamYard, Chesh.
Everything's ruined.
Yeah. The question is, are they more
Uh-oh.
or less professional than Dapper? Because if Dapper drinks because he's a professional, does Dumani and Chesh when they have their personal moments?
Oh,
Yes, I think they should. Also, hi Ashley. Ashley is one of the people I play this game with that I took all this footage from.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, we
Ashley, how you doing, Ashley?
Together.
Okay, there are no technical difficulties in this house. We are all professionals, all right?
Yeah, I've heard that.
You've always been at war with what was it, Eurasia?
Yeah.
I haven't watched. Yeah, I haven't watched Night.
Can our Stardust
years.
even get drunk?
Remember that time
yes,
that the
they
chocolate
can.
provisions were increased from 15 grams to 12 grams a day?
So
What's happening?
question. So again, I mentioned this is my second time I ever bought this crap, and even my Vice RUM is
Success.
suspect because
I did it.
I figured as I bang it on the Goblin. But the question is, RUM and Coke. What's the mixture? 1-1, 2-1. What's the?
How strong do you want it?
Yeah, it's.
Oh, I mean,
what glass are you putting it in?
I can do like a regular glass like this, or I can do a smaller one.
All right, if you want a glass
recommend-
like that, yeah, here's what you do. You put in 2 to 3 pieces of ice cubes.
Mhm.
Then do a
I'll
shot.
go with 2.
Do a shot
For
and a half,
100
and then
mils.
top it off with Coke. That's what you want.
Okay.
That's what you want.
2 to 3 cubes. Now,
Guaranteed.
are these like mini cubes or are they professional cubes? Because we have
No, like just regular ice
what do you
cubes from
have?
your ice cube
Yeah.
tray, and you're that size. Yeah.
we have
Yeah,
an ice maker.
If you have like a big bartender cube, I would only put 1 in.
Okay, 1 bartender cube.
Yeah.
Shot of rum, and then top it up with Coke.
Yep.
Yeah.
And give it a stir. Otherwise,
Okay.
it will be just layered, and it will not be good.
That's why you put the shot in first. That helps usually, but you know that's not the
By the
only
way,
thing.
someone in chat asked, I believe me, a question: can Astartes get drunk? The answer is usually no,
Right.
but Fenrisian mead is specially brewed with highly toxic plants that can overwhelm even the ulotic kidney that Astartes have implanted, and they can get drunk off of that. Which is why the Space Wolves make so damn much mead, because it's the only drink that can reliably get Astartes drunk, and they drink it a lot.
They do drink though tons of alcohol, but
yeah.
they do it almost like juice. You know, like they just
Yeah.
like the flavor of it. So they
Like, if
make
they-
really good wine and Ultramar to export.
Oh yeah, they do. But yeah, just regular old alcohol on its own. Space Marines have a secondary kidney that will filter out that way too fast.
Dapper, talk about
And before this turns into a lore video about Warhammer.
What was the question?
I was just going to say, tell them about Abaddon's craft brewery.
Oh yeah, like it's got all sorts of like absurd, arcane, disgusting bullshit that helps get like Chaos Space Marines drunk because it's just basically
It has
magical flavors.
DMT or something in it, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
like
it's basically you know the adrenochrome conspiracy theory, the bullshit.
He
Yeah,
puts that
for
in
Abaddon,
there,
that's
yeah.
just it. He just tortures people into
And
wine.
he serves it in a toxic drum as well. And
Yeah.
then anyone who drinks it says it's actually really nice.
I mean,
What?
to be fair though, the only people drinking it are other Chaos Space Marine crazy people. So you know.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Guys, I got a question in the chat. My shirt. Should I, if I get called back into court again, should I wear this shirt
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
What?
so everyone can
even-
see it?
Are you even gonna go? Like, I wouldn't cross the border right now just to go to someone else's court case.
Yeah, but I might be able to show up remotely.
Okay.
Yeah.
All All right.
Yes.
Wear a shirt
Well,
that says
they
"fuck
might,
off."
They might seize your digital bits because apparently to get to the U.S. you have to have your social media for the last 5 years.
5 years. I'd
What?
be so fucked.
Yes,
Yeah.
we're not kidding.
All right.
Yeah, see, Roden agrees with me. Roden agrees with me. 1.5 shots of rum and then fill with ice. So 1 to 1.5. Yeah.
Money, that's
So
why the
here's-
wedding is in Australia, not the United
Yeah,
States.
that's good.
So here's there, and then I'm
Perfect.
going to top it off with this thing.
Yep.
I do have a question.
Pour
With-
slowly, it's
for
gonna
the-
fizz.
Yes, I'm pouring it slowly. I'm pouring it slowly, so it's not fizzing. I have a question about the doctor of dinosaurs, or whatever that. For the doctor dinosaur.
Dr.
thing.
Dr. Kent Hovind? Are you asking me about Kent Hovind? Is that what's going to happen?
No, I'm actually asking about your degree. You have a
My
degree.
doctor's degree in dinosaurs from Ben
Yeah, your
Hovind
doctorate
University.
in dinosaur.
Ah.
But that's that. Would dinosaurs be more or less susceptible to alcohol? I mean, than mammals? Is there a?
So
Is
the thing is,
Hmm.
it's not so much that mammals are particularly susceptible or not. It's that humans are particularly not susceptible to alcohol in terms of they can clear it pretty fast. Humans actually have a weirdly high tolerance to a lot of chemicals that are generally pretty toxic to a lot of other animals. So I don't know
Chili.
if there's any. Yeah, chili is one of them. Although birds are actually just immune to chilies. so
Capsaicin,
there's
yeah.
that. Yeah,
Yeah.
but like chocolate also, like most animals cannot handle chocolate well at all, but humans just kind of can.
And we
Um,
also change a lot of species that were originally poisonous,
Yeah.
like tomatoes are like nightshade.
Mm.
So, yeah,
but I don't know of any studies on alcohol in reptiles or birds specifically because they don't tend to eat a lot of it. Not too many non-avian reptiles are frugivorous. Most of them, if they eat plants, eat either the actual flowers or leaves. For birds, sometimes they do eat fruit, but they almost always eat it directly from the plant. They don't tend to go scrounge around on the ground for it because it's dangerous.
Yep.
So mammals are really the only ones that come across alcohol in the wild as a fairly regular thing. But I don't think there's a reason to say that reptiles, birds included, would be particularly different compared to like the average mammal, which is to say, would get drunk like a human, but would stay drunk for far longer because they have a lot slower of a time clearing it.
Yeah, I can imagine. I think of a chicken, who often have a hard time flying. If they were intoxicated, would probably be even worse.
they
Yeah,
would be more
probably.
delicious. Yes.
Well, yeah, there's that too. Get some rum chicken.
I do prefer my chicken
Cheers.
marinated in a little bit of alcohol. I gotta try
Right.
this
Actually-
first. So I got this nonsense 0 sugar cranberry ginger ale that I'm gonna
Oh, nice.
put with gin. But I don't know if this is good. So I'm gonna try this first and see if it's ass.
Well, what's the gin you got there? Beefeater?
Sorry? What?
Is that beefeater
Crappy
gin?
be-
Is that?
That's some
Yeah, it
crappy
is.
gin right there.
Yeah. It's.
The neat
feel like
color.
Good
It's just some
gin,
gunpowder gin
elevated,
from
but-
Drumshambo up the road.
Yeah, but
Hell
like
yeah.
whatever, man. Don't be judgy.
All right,
Whatever.
Gets you
It doesn't
drunk.
smell bad.
Whatever.
I want some Hendrix. I want some Hendrix gin.
I'll take that.
Oh god.
It's not
I've
bad.
had that.
Yeah.
It works
like
for it works for what I'm doing. It's not the greatest. I would probably prefer like a proper like just get cranberry juice
There's
would be better.
There was a gin I had a few years ago, and the bottle on the front of it had an owl, and it was really good. I can't remember. What
I don't
it
know that
is.
one. I do know I know White Owl whiskey, but I don't know
I had the I'm gonna get up in a second now and get myself. I'm not drinking tonight because I drank yesterday, but I'm gonna get myself some tea, and my bottles are out there, and I think one of them is the owl
Yeah.
bottle. So
Yeah.
Nice.
So for those online, having watched Chesh's
I also have
show
some
of the
actual
I can do
debate
that.
on feminism, I've learned that my place is in the kitchen, and so I am preparing for tomorrow. We have a solstice party, summer for the southern and winter for the northern hemisphere people.
Is tomorrow the
And-
solstice?
No, we have a solstice party because the day of the actual solstice is close to holiday, too close to holiday, so we're having to go
okay,
over.
okay.
And so I work with a friend of mine who's vegan, although I'm pescatarian. We made this really nice vegan loaf. It's sort of herbs and crusty bits and tofu. Kind of think like if you ever had a tofurkey, it's like that thing. And so I'm preparing veggies to go with it, and I'm going to cook it tonight. And I'm going to be preparing off the veggies. The veggies I don't use, we're going to put into a stock pot for making veggie sauce.
Okay,
But
nice.
that's
sounds
what
good.
I'm doing
I like
here
a
for
good
all the stuff.
vegetable stock.
We've got stuff from the garden and
Okay.
taters and other things like that. So that's what I'm doing here because I have learned the proper place of a man according to the debate.
He's not gonna stop mentioning that.
No,
throughout
he
this
he lives there
minute.
now. He lives there now.
Yeah.
This is the way it is. To be fair,
But-
I've seen Landon's cooking. I want to try Landon's cooking.
Yeah.
And-
Oh, definitely, definitely.
And when
yes.
I'm allowed to go across the border and shopping area, Chesh, we have to do some cooking.
Yes.
Maybe with your mom to do something.
Yes, I did do what I did do. I did do a thing. Me and my mom did a test recording, and I made her react to Markiplier and Friends playing Pogo Stuck. And at the beginning, she was like, "Wow, this kind of looks like fun. I kind of want to try this game." And at the end, I'm like, "So, do you want to try Pogo Stuck?" And she's like, "No, no thanks.
Oh.
Hard pass. I don't think so, guys. No way." Then she said she wanted to record her and her husband playing Heave Ho because he's an asshole at Heave Ho. And I don't
Okay.
know if you guys know Heave
Oh.
Ho, but Heave Ho is when you're like a little potato man with arms and you
Oh.
have to swing across to get like through the whatever to
I've
get to the
seen
goal at the
shots.
end.
I've seen shots of that. Yeah.
Yeah, super
I have.
funny. It's super funny. But I have it on I have it, so she can absolutely do that. It would be very funny.
No. Anyway, so
All right,
so,
let's start with the gossip, shall we?
Yo, you know what'd be
Okay,
fun?
is there-
wait,
is there
wait,
something
you
to
know what'd be
gossip about?
fun? You know what'd be
Yeah,
fun?
what?
Can
Yeah,
we
Secret Warhammer
type
lore stream?
into an AI to tell us how to cook something and then follow the recipe?
Oh my God, Chesh!
No,
You
that sounds
evil
wrong.
goblin.
That sounds like the opposite of fun.
That sounds like the perfect kind of awful.
so
I've seen
so-
AI recommend that pregnant women smoke 1 to 2 packs of cigarettes a day.
Yeah, I saw that too, and I was just like, "What's going on with that? What the fuck?"
Tom
Which,
Riddle
by the way, if you're
suggested
pregnant,
And then
don't do that.
Somewhat-
Don't do it anyway, but especially don't do
woman-
it if you're pregnant.
I think that a woman was looking for like a recipe
Extra
for
don't.
clean, some sort of cleaner, and that AI like suggested her how to make a fucking bomb.
Yeah,
No,
basically,
it was
Oh.
mustard
what if you
gas.
mix,
Mustard
what if
gas.
you-
Oh yes, mustard gas.
what if you mix some
Well,
ammonia and
Ooh.
some bleach together? It's like, well, that will clean whatever
Yes.
you're trying to clean. However, you
However,
won't
Well,
get to
maybe.
enjoy it.
Yeah,
Oh no,
Wait,
it'll
no.
clean it.
unless
It's an
That- they-
amazing
they-
cleaning agent.
they
unless
should have gone
unless
just for pure fluorine gas because that'll clean just
Oh,
about
yeah.
you
anything.
can enjoy it. You can enjoy it by
No, you don't
dipping
enjoy
a
fluorine
rag
gas.
in something uric or urea and then covering your nose with it.
Hmm.
You can enjoy you can enjoy that combo.
Tom is
You-
suggesting me and Aaron play Chained together, like Aaron Costello.
Oh
No, Tom.
So recently,
Ow!
think of AI to troll somebody.
Mm.
I hired an artist to make a painting by hand in the style of AI
Oh no.
and gave it
Why?
to somebody who triggered and rejected it as AI. Even though I said this is human because
And landed out there trolling people. It's like-
Oh yeah.
but it was funny. The person needed to work, and so. But speaking of stuff, this is I'll mention. I showed it before. This is not a kitchen. I'm pointing
no,
out. I
this
got
is
it
a
proof.
Zen space.
So Death Note Design Original. See, it says dead proofs. This is
Definitely
not a kitchen. So I'm not
Gotcha,
in a
gotcha.
kitchen, but I know my place.
Yeah, you ain't.
Your
I would
place is
rather
the
I would rather
world,
play
Landon.
Portal. I think Portal would be more amusing.
So
That's
how is Trisha's mom, by the way? Just out of
How is Trisha's mom? I think she's doing
Yeah.
pretty good. I think I think she's enjoying the Christmas festivities, but she was complaining that she didn't have her lights up yet. So she's a little bit behind for Christmas because she's a big Christmas fan.
Yeah.
But other than that, good.
In the rest of Treehouse, they have Christmas it up to a wazoo, but I tend to be non commercial. I'm not really into the Macy's Green Gold thing or some of that stuff. That's by other people. It's fine.
My mom likes to do Christmas
people enjoy
lights. She got her tree up and all that stuff. So she doesn't spend like a whole ton of commercial money every year. It's just stuff she's collected out all like over time. So and she has like her city that she does. So she makes like a big Christmas city and stuff like that. She's all into it. I like the Christmas city. The Christmas city is a lot of fun. One of the years, I made a bunch of with like card paper, like I'm pretty sure it's card paper and pencil crayons and inks. I made a bunch of the peanuts that were sized in a way that they could go into the city. So that now there's also like Mount Crumpet in the background with the Grinch hanging off of it and stuff that we've all made.
Excellent.
Like just over time where we've just added stuff to it.
Now,
That just seems nice. Like that just seems like a nice thing to do, regardless of it being Christmas or not.
It was a good,
Nice little
it was a
tradition.
good Christmas present.
and so my family has a large family. They said stop doing commercial gift stuff during the season. Don't do that. Instead, for example, like tomorrow with our party, we're gonna be having singing. We have now we have both the harpsichord and the 14th piano my brother made, and we'll be using those instruments and singing carols and doing our own music and that sort of thing. Will be a fun time. But that's a there's no cost to that gift.
Have her keep them up all year long. I don't think the city is too big to be up all year long. It'd be like it's a bit much.
So, talking about court cases.
Oh, okay,
Yes.
Manya. Wow, what a segue. Oh, wow, I'm unreal.
No,
How did we
listen,
get
listen.
here?
Hold on, listen. Ethan Klein.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
See?
Ethan Klein exists, yes.
Psych.
Psych.
So, yeah,
Ooh.
Ethan Klein sued 3 Twitch streamers for stealing his content and not adding any fair commentary to it. One of them has settled outside court, and they had a GoFundMe that had received the highest number of donations amongst the 3 streamers, those who got sued. And they said that after paying the lawyer's fee, the rest of the money will go to the Ethan Klein and their lawyer or whatever, right? As the compensation or whatever, right? That's their that's what they have done. That's
I
what
think I follow.
Yeah, that's what a regular person will do. That if they cannot afford lawyers or if they cannot afford to go on
Did
with a
she
court
mute
case,
herself?
they will. What?
What?
Did I mute myself?
No, I can hear you.
Yeah. Okay. I think so. It's Landon's.
Landon's lost in the
So-
sauce.
Uh-oh. So
Kitchen
they.
sauce.
Uh-oh. So they settle outside court, right? If they don't if they can't carry on. Now there are 2 left. One's name is Frogan and the other one is Denims. So Denim's like, I'm gonna go till the end, I'm gonna see this to the end. Okay, fine. Frogan recently came on a stream and then was begging for subs and stuff, right? And someone said someone said like, what are you gonna do to get those subs, right? What are you giving in return? And she started crying, and what I noticed was her nails all pedicured and all stylized, and this woman had the audacity to sit on the stream and cry to her audience that she needs to pay bills and rent, and she cannot afford to do that because of the case that she was going through. I don't blame people. If you want to get your nails stylized, get it done. But then instead of going out in the real world and getting a fucking job to pay your bills, you cry in front of a camera on a stream while you have your nails done. I have a problem with that. So I was just like, I just commented. I was just like, just go and get a job, bitch. I was just like, just get a job like us regular people. If you're really worried about paying rent. And that. So yeah, we shall see what happens. We shall see what happens. And kudos to whoever came in and fucking put her in her place in the stream, in the call, and told her to fucking, you know. So yeah, I'm just so done with these like streamers, like these like Frogan. Frogan was a former moderator of Hassan Piker actually, and she was awarded the Rising Star Streamer of the Year award from Twitch. I think so twice
Yeah,
in
I
a
remember
row,
that.
if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, I remember that.
And this poor thing, I don't know if I should say poor thing, but someone convinced this lady that she can stream and she has the same pull as Hassan Piker or Ethan Klein, and she decided to give up. She did have a job, a real world job out there for a year or something. She gave up that job to be a Twitch streamer, and now she's sitting there and crying. I'm just like, listen.
She did it
No,
too early.
you can't expect to become like a success streaming, even if you have like a connection, like say Hassan, for example. You have to be able to. It has to happen naturally without you trying to push it in like, oh, I'm going to become a streamer. Yeah, you can become a streamer, but will you make enough money that will justify it? So always keep your job until that point where you're like, I'm doing really well for myself.
And
I'm
sometimes
gonna go
still
now
keep your
and just
job
sign off.
anyway.
Yeah.
I like that Timothy Judge in the chat says, I don't even know what a Frogan is, but it sounds like a Krogan-themed frozen snack, and I'm here for that. That sounds great. In fact, now I want one.
Yo.
Frogan
Yo.
is a female Twitch streamer who is a former moderator for Hassan Piker.
A Moid.
And,
Moid.
Is
then-
she?
Yeah.
Does she look
So
like a
speaking
Krogan?
of court cases,
No, he doesn't look like
No.
a Frogan. That'd be too cool.
That
would be cool.
Yeah,
I actually want to
hey,
see
bro.
another face.
Oobleh.
Oh, yeah, I know this one.
you know this one, okay?
I've seen. I think Philip DeFranco or Charlie called her out. Well, not
Charlie.
Philip. Like, it would have been Charlie. Critical.
I'm gonna
Oh,
search
boy,
for
it's
this now, but
critical.
I won't recognize this person.
Penguins.
Hey, we won the streamer at the best streamer at the.
It's showing me
Game Award.
propane tanks. I'm assuming she's not a propane tank, right?
Probably not.
Hold
Okay.
on, I'll
Appropriate
show you what a
accessories.
I can show you what a Frogan
Does she
is.
wear a
Hold on.
veil?
Show you what a Frogan is. What
Does
are
she
we
wear-
doing?
That sounds so like questionable.
It does.
There
Does she
you go.
normally wear a veil?
Frogan sounds
that's
like
a-
an angry, spiteful hobbit.
Well, what kind of veil?
I'm
Like
sharing. I don't know if Tesh is
Western
allowed
veil,
that.
Like she's a
veil?
Muslim?
That's a
That's a
Frogan.
Frogan.
So then, yes, she does. All right, yeah, I did eventually scroll down, but yeah,
So she's
Fro-
crying, and look at those nails. Look at those fucking bloody nails. Look at
those
them.
are
Look-
some.
That's
Wow.
a bit extreme.
Those are aggressively
Look.
big.
All right.
To
Can
me,
you
for
actually
some
use your
people-
hands when you do that? Is that like how? How do you do that?
I
Like,
don't know. I don't know.
For some people, that's important. I mean, I remember, even the last month my mom was alive, having her hair done and her nails done was something she still did, right?
Yeah, it's like a thing.
I understand. There's a difference between getting your nails done and your hair done with that monstrosity that requires I don't know how much hundreds of dollars to be done in a sitting.
Oh,
I would like to point out, by the way, my nails absolutely fabulous right now. They're still growing a little bit. I'm still growing.
Ooh.
Like this one needs my middle one on this on my right hand side needs a little bit of love. My thumbs are still growing out. They're almost done healing.
My-
But like these are
my-
not these are not paid for. These are my actual IRL
Yeah.
fingernails.
Wow,
So
you
you
grow
can-
those yourself.
I grew them myself. Homemade.
They
So-
are. They
Right?
are. You could lose an eye to those things.
Oh,
Fuck.
Right?
they're like
You could
even
just, like-
like they're
you just,
hard
like-
too. They're not soft.
You
They
could
don't
just like
bend
dig
easily.
out an eye and just flick it away. That's what you could do with those.
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
That's just the
Slashing
next boxer
damage.
villain.
Yeah.
So that's what my thing is. I'm like, if you have a court case going against you, right, and you're hard on money, maybe make some budget cuts, right? Nobody's telling you that she can't get her nails done, pedicure or manicured. Maybe just get them pedicured and manicured, and maybe go out there and get a fucking job. Just saying.
Mm.
If you're so hard to go by that you have to sit on a fucking tree and cry like that. Just saying. Just saying.
It seems a bit like, dare I
Ooh,
say,
you got-
first world problems. Like, come
Jay
on.
Troy says they're drinking lemonade and rum. That is actually a surprisingly good combo. Some people don't think that that's a good combo. It's actually like quite good.
I
As
can
long
see
as
it.
you get the balance right.
Troy's awesome. He is obsessed with rum. He has really good taste in rum too. He'll get some really hard to find stuff.
He's got all the good shit.
Oh yeah, yeah. He's a trooper. That one. Thing is that he drinks so much fucking rum that his kidneys must be shot to shit.
I ordered groceries yesterday and they have still not been delivered. I'm just like, where the hell are they?
That's
Where are my
so
groceries?
weird.
Yeah, find Monty out here being like, I have my groceries delivered to me because I'm high class. Yeah, look at her face. Look at that face.
Yeah.
She's not
Yeah.
even denying it. She's just annoyed that you called her out on it.
And we
Yeah.
grow our, we
I'm
grow much
enjoying
of our own food, but I think the thing about rum, and it's this rum and Coke thing. If I'm going to pollute rum with Coke, I'm not going to use good rum. I do have better rum from like Haiti and from Cape Verde downstairs, but once I finish this rum and Coke and dump out the rest of this Coke crap, then I'll switch to actually real rum.
As much as you want to blame me for this, I am going to clarify that I literally did not say this was a requirement.
Yes, but you know that the goblin would have been after me if I had showed up without rum and Coke on.
I don't think that's true, actually.
What did I do? First it was like Chesh
bases for your
definitely
terrible
knows
life
somebody who knew
choices.
Epstein, and now it's Chesh is making me buy Coca-Cola.
Yeah, but you see, here's the nexus, right? I learned through the American National Board that the alcohol purchases in Canada from Alberta and Manitoba have gone up this year from previous years, and so I'm presuming this is a representative of a certain segment of Canada that's purchasing American products, and so I had to go and measure up to the Albertan, Manitoban standards of alcohol consumption.
So here's the thing. Canada drinks a lot of alcohol. Like,
Well, yeah, there's
we
nothing else to
drink
do there in the depths of winter.
we drink a lot of alcohol. There is a lot of drinking culture in Canada, and depending on where
A
you
lot of Irish
go
up in
will
Canada.
depend. Yeah, there's lots of wine, so like British Columbia, Ontario, and Nova Scotia all quite well known for their wine. If you want to talk about like the amount of bourbon, like Kentucky bourbon consumed, you're going to look at Southern Ontario and you're going to look at Alberta are going to be the two. But here's the thing. Our alcohol consumption has not changed, but the amount of alcohol we're buying from the United States has dropped like a
Zero.
rock.
Except for Alberta and Manitoba, whose purchasing of alcohol from the United States has gone up this calendar year.
Ooh.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell Manitoba's doing about that. Like, what's that
Right.
about? But
Chesh, you gotta kick him out. Kick him out of the country.
get
I'm
out of
just
here.
pointing out, but I think this is a secret plot to make the lower 48 the fourth province or territory, so the fourth territory of Canada.
Right. Mm-hmm.
You see, I think here's when we determined that they want to make the 40 states the fourth territory and take places like Puerto Rico and make it a province. So like PEI, you'd have the province of Puerto Rico, and the rest of the 48 would be merely a territory.
What
Well,
happens
these
to
guys are
Hawaii and
bigger
Alaska?
than the Americans.
Hawaii might
Just our own.
they might either give Hawaii its independence because of First Nations, Something like, but
Yeah, because Canada's all about giving First Nations their own sovereignty all the time.
of course, because they know nothing about war crimes or anything
Yeah,
like that.
no. And they've
Never
definitely
heard
never
of
done
it.
anything genocidal towards the First
I've
Nations.
never heard
not
of it
even
before
once.
in my entire life. I don't know what you mean.
Like, look, there's some places where Canada can take the high ground versus the United States. Treatment of First Nations peoples is not one of them.
Actually, the fact that we
about
don't call them
50-50, isn't
Indians
it?
still is the high ground.
I will have you know that most of the various tribes in the United States actually prefer to be called Indians. That's how they self-identify. So,
You bullied
They-
them
I'm
enough
not
into
gonna
it.
say they're wrong.
I see. Okay.
I actually only learned that not that long ago. That, like, yeah, most of them self-identify as Indians and would prefer that they be
They
called
feel
that.
like they're being pandered to if you call them Native American.
Yeah, a lot of them
Like, no,
do.
we're fucking Indians. Like, they own
Yep.
it.
Which, I mean, look, if that's what they want to go by, I'm not going to tell them they're wrong.
Right.
Yeah, whatevs.
Although there's also a various things, like when I was in the Navajo Nation, they refer to themselves as Navajo, not
Yeah.
Indian.
Chad
At
is
least
also
what I
saying
talked to.
something Puerto Rico.
Yes.
Well, when it comes to native groups that the United States government has actually, like, largely honored treaties with and actually given a fair degree of sovereignty, the Navajo are, like, at the top of that list.
Yeah, they are.
You go into Navajo territory and you know that you are no longer just in general the United States. You are in the Navajo Nation.
Yes.
The government there is the Navajo Nation. It is not
The
New
Reds.
Mexico or Arizona
Yes.
or Wyoming or, was it Utah? You are in the Navajo Nation.
Okay.
The talk radio, the music, it's in Navajo.
That's cool.
When I was in Omaha, I wanted to go to a res. I wanted to see the Native American reservations. None of my friends would even deign to think about it. They said they'd rather take me to the ghetto because it's less likely that they'll get jumped. They were adamant that this place was there was no law.
Really?
I
whatsoever.
mean,
Yeah, and I was like,
Interesting.
this is very white of you right now. You know that, right? You're giving me some strong Karen energy, but they would not move. They said, if you want, grab an Uber, but we're not going to be held responsible if you just get stabbed the second you get out the front door.
look, but like every place else, reservations have their dangerous spots and the places that maybe you shouldn't go unless you're a local. But, like, I've been, like, in Arizona, I've been to the Navajo Nation plenty of times. I've been on the Hopi Reservation there a bunch of times. I've been on some reservations in Washington State.
Mhm.
And mostly it was just like being anywhere else, except that, like, the majority ethnicity is whatever local tribe, rather than just, like, the general surrounding white populace.
And to the area that Dapper's currently in, there actually are Pueblo where they actually are still living on their original land, right? They're not reservations. That's one of the big things that says, we're not on a reservation. This is Navajo.
Yeah,
we are Navajo.
Right-handed Sith is correcting Landon and saying that they are not war crimes when Canada commits them. They become war crimes after Canada commits them.
Yeah. Canada has the good sense to invent the new war crime before it becomes declared such.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
War crime innovation. Okay, I get it.
It's like, this isn't illegal yet.
If this isn't illegal, it probably should be, but it's not right now, so we'll deal with that after the fact. We'll deal with that later.
Hey guys, want to see a new fun thing I can do with gas?
Guys, you want to see a trick?
So is the moniker of First Nation something that Indigenous people in Canada prefer, or is that?
Yeah, all of our Native American stuff is it goes by they go by First Nations as a whole as the umbrella term, and they operate as a secondary government unto themselves that the Canadian government has to treat as a sovereign government.
We obviously don't have anything like that over here in Ireland, but I did once trick an American tourist girl out in Temple Bar that the leprechauns were actually a type of pygmy tribe that lived out in Ireland.
Oh,
no! We gave them special status, and the reason why all the stereotypes are around was because of brutal oppression by my people to them over centuries. But I basically just crafted this whole lore, and I'm so proud of it.
Nice.
I wish I wrote it down. Like you had to have this particular like greeting to them. You can't drink around them because they're all unfortunately rampant alcoholics. So you know, yes, you can trick them by putting a box over their head, and then you trap them.
We got some new faces. I see Griff that's saying hello. Say hello to Griff, everybody.
Hi, Griff.
Hello, Griff.
Hello.
And
yeah.
I see that dude Lido said, "Here's some free food. Now here's some grenade." That was a good one. Classic.
I should also mention, if you're saying hi to April, be sure to have a number of Ys or Y-like characters when you say hi, because that's tradition.
Very important.
All right.
Canada has officially has a Department of Creative Warfare.
But
We're
seriously,
very creative up here.
So a very good friend of mine was somebody who grew up in one of the schools where it was run by the church, and he went through a lot of therapy because he was beaten if he pronounced words that were not correct or dared speak his individual language. And this is something that happened in recent. This is not ancient history. This is recent
No.
history. And I came to help him confront the now bishop who was beating him and telling him to speak white rather than that sort of thing. And to confront him, basically, I was sort of intermediary to say, hey, because he has a lot of damage from that period of time. And what I was shocked is this bishop was not only unrepentant, but would say things like, you should be grateful that I beat you because I was trying to protect your eternal soul.
Yeah. Well,
and this is a person that's a member of that particular organization now, and was just totally
in the house of God.
It was an eye-opening, shocking thing of just how much of an ass this person is, and so these type of things are not ancient history.
No,
they're modern stuff there, and so
yeah,
go ahead.
You have to understand that, like, the Catholic Church in particular, but most religious organizations, they are the moral high ground. So from there, it's just everything that isn't them is different layers of wrong. And once you start twisting people up into that, then it can result in them literally doing whatever the hell they want. Over here, it was the Christian Brothers and the Manglin sisters, if you've ever heard about them. And they're still getting taken to court time and again. But only recently, they found a mass grave where aborted babies had been taken over. And when the church was asked about it, they were just like, they just go tight-lipped. They go tight-lipped, and a lot of them then get transferred out of Ireland by the Pope. Sometimes they get better jobs, almost like a reward. Same thing happened if you ever watched the movie Spotlight. Or
they suffered for the Lord, so they must be rewarded.
Yep.
And just to be sure you're not just dumping on one particular type of the church, there are a lot of Irish that were transported to Van Diemen's Land because of who they were in order to become essentially white slaves of the Protestants. Look up the flogging parson as one of the extreme a-holes that did a lot of things because people were transported, and they gave them, you can be hanged.
Why do you think the North is the way it is? It has so many Protestants up there. They literally were the template for what they did in the Caribbean afterwards. There were literal plantations.
There's a right-handed Sith is saying, where did it go? Megan Fox's giant boobs said the Irish are the Native Americans of the British.
Yeah,
not really wrong.
Not wrong.
A little. I love history, so I love like finding out just how how it all came to be. And everyone thinks that like they had this grand scheme and plan. No, it happened over centuries, usually as a response to outside forces coming in. Like the Pope sanctioned the invasion of Ireland because we weren't worshipping Easter the same. So that means that they didn't have the same level of tithes. So it also helps, if I'm right, that the Pope was English, which
I'm low key
So-
kind of sad also that my Kansas shot glass got kind of messed up because I made the mistake of putting it through the dishwasher, and it's not
Oh,
like one of those
no.
in-grain cups. It's like shit's been slapped onto it. And I was just like, oh,
So was the-
boo.
Oh, okay.
Unfortunate.
So was the not celebrating Easter the same? Was that a liturgical style or a date style, or what was the
it was
the,
both.
the-
They would do things like not having the mass always in Latin, but in the local Irish dialects.
Oh.
Parts of the Saxon Church did the same thing, and then when the Normans took over, they imposed a much more rigid form of Catholicism. And yes, if anyone has played Crusader Kings, this is basically insular Christianity I'm describing. They try their best to represent that. That yeah, they worship the Pope, but they do it their way. And the Pope is like, fuck that, we're centralized. You're going to do everything exactly the way we want. If not, we'll send a king after you. In the case of Ireland, that's exactly what happened.
We're gonna
Um,
send the king after you is such a
king.
bizarre statement to me.
Oddly enough,
I'm from a country who still has the
until-
king, by the way. That still sounds weird to me.
until various councils came in, like just basically condemning various particular insular practices in Ireland, the Irish
Yeah.
Church actually had a lot of weird similarities to Byzantine Christianity, including the same day for Easter,
Huh.
as well as having a more collegiate like church hierarchy rather than having a strong focus on one patriarch in Rome. And yeah, there's actually, if I remember correctly, there's one weird group that's like, I think like technically they're like Greek Orthodox, but they're like, oh, we're reviving the original Irish church. I'm like, yeah, sure you are, but whatever. Have fun with that.
So how did that come about? What was the of the
I mean, so
Ireland.
St. Patrick and the various missionaries in his wake
Saint
were
Patrick and Columbus.
they went over and
Columbine.
started a church there largely before the Pope had consolidated much power outside of like the Italian peninsula. And so Christianity in those parts of, you know, like the sort of the borderlands of the empire was very much not under the hegemony of Rome in terms of like practices and whatnot.
Yeah,
and
they were
so-
mostly focusing on the East at that point in the Empire's history with all the big the councils and the Arianism, which has nothing to do with the Aryans, aka Nazis, but Arius. But
Drink for Nazis
Arian
coming
with
up
an
in the
I.
chat, by the way.
It's Aryan with an I, not an Aryan with a Y. There's a big difference.
huge, colossal difference. But interestingly enough, St. Patrick, the poster boy for all things Irish, was actually Welsh. He
Yes.
he was found off. He was from a well-to-do family, and his family was raided by Irish raiders near the end of the Roman Empire's life when they couldn't really look after themselves. We tended to raid a lot. Kind of funny because then the Vikings came and did the same thing to us. But
Womp
they came
womp,
over
he
here.
says.
Womp. Yeah. Everyone wants something, and sometimes they do it better than you do. In our case, it was really, really lopsided very quickly. We weren't exactly the powerhouse of Europe, though we did keep a lot of shit in the monasteries. We did keep a lot of the ancient texts.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
The,
and it's
the
good.
Book of Kells. The Book of Kells is just gorgeous. If you ever get
A
to
lot of-
Ireland, you
lot
gotta
of
go and
important
see it.
history there. A lot of important texts were protected by the monasteries. We owe that to them for their things.
But like it's fascinating stuff. But it's really, the more you think about it, it's just tragic because you can see all the lines getting drawn that will one day result in horrible things happening.
See, Rodin no last name points out the Irish were not worshiping the God Emperor properly. Therefore,
They
were
were not.
Yeah.
They were.
Yeah, that checks out.
They
Big
were
mistake.
heretics.
Huge.
Huge.
And even though
Yeesh.
genetically they share a lot of things in the with those isles off the coast of Europe, the stratification that's in there is of those societies are amazing, right? And even you go into places in England today, and someone with a Irish accent or a Welsh accent or Scottish accent is seen as separate and not.
No, no, what's really weird? Wales is a Saxon word meaning foreigner. They were given,
Yeah.
they were given foreigner by the invaders in their own homeland.
Wow.
I mean, I guess we could call them like the Cumina or whatever it is in Welsh.
Kimmerer, yeah. I like Welsh. I've actually never been to Wales. I might be doing that next year. But
I would love to go to Wales.
It's the south of it is where all the castles are. That's where you want to go. And we're like, holy shit, these things are huge. But the north of it has like more like moors and sheep. So many sheep, thousands of sheep, millions.
And it's a wonderful, wonderful taverns and inns up in that area. Driving around is very you realize that these roads were made long before even someone thought about an automobile, and yet you have traffic going both ways on a road that's not really wide enough for one. But that's
all the roads around here too. Like
Yeah.
all our little back roads have like tractors constantly holding up traffic and fucking trucks, lots of trucks, because we are one of the main routes into Northern Ireland. It goes right through this village.
But
Right,
and I
so-
say and the taverns and inns that you go there, and if you're nice and not a jerk, you'll have a wonderful time just conversing and
Go in the
enjoying
summertime and bring a good pair of hiking boots, and you can go for miles, occasionally stopping off in genuine inns with thatch roofs and like
Yes.
and with like a roaring fire. You get that in Ireland too, but it's more. The UK is just more walkable. I found that they have actually put thought into this, but out here too, you can do that sort of thing. But I love that stuff, but at the same time, like I love going to other countries and seeing other things. Like I like Toronto. Toronto was pretty cool. Way more crazies than New York, and that's weird. Not as many junkies as New York, but way more crazies. But I also liked go in, what was it, the Eden Center there?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
That was cool. There was like a dragon going through it.
Roden says they would like to visit Wales, but they don't think they're gonna eat that much krill. What's the food in Wales like? I have no idea.
Well, leek is their mainstay. So if you like leek, they put that in near the end. A lot of seafood, a lot of sheep because they have a lot of sheep. It's a lot of lamb, and obviously a lot of British food. So like basically anything from the UK you'll find there too.
Yeah.
And heavy food, a lot of heavy. You're gonna gain a little bit of weight in Wales.
Yeah.
Because the portions are massive. There's a lot of
Yeah.
like gravies and potato, like so much starch, oceans of starch.
And their love of consonants and making words as long as possible. And I mean, it's part of protecting them from an invasion, because you see these words or these strings of letters, and you have no idea what they are other than.
Well,
it's a wonderful language.
The W and Y are actually just vowels.
Yes.
Okay,
But you have to be. I'm not a linguist.
I'm sorry. What
unlike
was
some
that? Was that what
people.
you were saying, Mister? Definitely not a linguist.
Look, you don't have to be a linguist to know a thing or two about Celtic languages there, Chesh.
But it's
Oh
fun.
yeah.
Or
All
to-
right. Sure.
or to just
Yeah. Oh
randomly
sure.
give you-
Yeah.
I
Okay.
think
Yeah.
sometimes they just lengthen the signs.
Do I need to call Barry? I'll call
Just
Barry
because
right
they
now.
can. It's a
I'm
wonderful
gonna send
thing.
him a message right this
It's not like
second.
I
That's how we get
randomly
an
use my
Irish person
knowledge
in
of
here.
Mandarin to help explain a weird oddity in a translation in a Chinese drama you were watching or anything.
Either I ordered
guy-
an
this guy.
extra jar of yogurt, or they just gave me a jar of yogurt for free.
Nice.
Yeah.
Free
I-
yogurt.
yeah,
I like
but
Greek,
it's
I like Greek yogurt
yeah,
myself.
I do not remember ordering no sugar added Greek yogurt vanilla bean. I do not remember that.
Well, if
by
you
the
don't
way,
want it, I will take it off your hands.
In
I'm telling
Greece,
Alright.
you
I'm
just
telling
call it
Barry we're
yogurt.
doing this, and I'm sending him a link.
I learned that was the thing. They do have nice.
Oh, he's gonna be grilling me because I do not sound anything like an Irish person should.
Like an Irish like an Irish person should.
Like an Irish person. Yeah. 33 thumbtacks and a Thursday in the theatre. There, I did it. I did the thing. The tease.
Okay.
Toy.
Yeah. I got my groceries and I was looking at it. I was just like, I have never had that yogurt. I don't know why I got that yogurt. What happened there? And then I double checked what I ordered, and it's definitely not on the order list. So I think I just got it for free.
Okay, can I complain for a minute?
Yes.
For it?
Yes.
No, yes, no, yes, no.
Go for it.
Follow
Yes,
your heart.
I just
Are you
want to
gonna stop?
complain just for a second. And then I'll say something positive. Does that seem fair?
1001.
Reasonable?
Okay, second time.
You! I didn't start.
We'll get going.
Okay, listen.
Dishonor
listen.
on
Alright,
you.
so all this
Dishonor
all
on
this
your
court shit,
cow.
all this court shit with like Charla and Steve and Aaron and shit has been going on. And Charla just recently, she's basically won all of her court cases except for one that I think is still being litigated. And these people are still fucking going. But she I guess is onion rings with the with all of this shit still not happening, even though she's won every court case. But so she just started dropping her evidence. Now I've seen a picture, and when I was there, she has binders that are about this thick, like big those big 3-ringed ones. You know, the ones with the big fucking clasps. This thick binders of evidence, and she started dropping it on Twitter, and I'm like, there's so much I can't keep up. Oh my god. That's my complaint.
There's a lot.
It's a lot. I'm gonna have to do a whole stream just going through like what she's posted on Twitter in the past like 2 days.
Yeah, I think so. It will be a whole 1-day stream for you. It will like take you
I
at
think
least
what I
8
want to
hours.
do, just to make it reasonable, is I'm gonna go through it chronologically of like when she posted it, and I'm gonna go do, and then I'll pull up like a couple of their responses to it, and then I'll bring Manya on and we can talk about it. Because I think like just going through what is there on its own is gonna have to be a thing. There's so much all at once. I don't know what to do.
Is it considered unfair to present evidence?
Yes. Not the words that I've said. How dare you present evidence? It's devastating to my case.
Right? And it's so funny that one of them is like so verbal right now. They skipped on it, Erin, right? She skipped on her contempt hearing, and now she's so verbal about, about everyone else. And I'm like, you have no credibility left after you have like skipped on your contempt hearing. You have no credibility. What are you doing?
Skipped on a contempt hearing. That sounds like a bad thing.
It's probably a bad thing, yeah.
Yeah.
I still don't know all that much about it all, but when I heard that, I was like, wow, that just seems like you think that the law is like
a joke
to your moods, your
Mhm.
whims.
Yeah.
I'm not feeling like going to court today. I'm sure that's I'm sure they'll understand.
But
there's
some people that just don't care what the court does. They'll do it anyway, right? That some people feel following what a court order is for suckers, right? And so they'll just pay some more lawyers to appeal it again, no matter what. And even if they say don't do it, they'll do it anyway because.
Yeah, they view the court as a game, like it's a joke, or like there's some kind of like winning and losing.
Here's a fun fact: if you think you're going to get a court order overturned on appeal, until you do, it's still in force. And if you violate it, even if it later gets overturned on appeal, you can still be punished for that because it was in force.
Yep.
So just. By the way, that's something that I'm letting people like, I don't know, the Secretary of Homeland Security in the United States know, since she's currently directly in danger of criminal contempt for not doing things like that.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
but if it makes you feel any better, one of these crazy people supposedly, allegedly called Homeland Security on me. So, like, I'm clearly the problem.
Oh man,
I'm number one.
Chesh has ICE after her, just like Manga has the FBI after her.
Yeah.
So
Everyone's popular but me.
I would suggest that it's more like the insecure director of Homeland, something.
I'm
right?
sorry, I have there was over crosstalk. I have no idea what just happened.
Oh, there wasn't on my end. You're lagging.
I heard Love and Landon both talk at the same time. Maybe it's just my connection.
Try again,
Go ahead,
boys.
Liv.
All right, well.
I guess he's done. I was just saying, I refer to that person, that political person, as the insecure director of the fatherland.
of Big Daddy.
Big Daddy.
Right?
Fair enough.
And it's pretty good because if you watch that person testifying before Congress, when they ask a question, the person basically insults them or complains about how bad they are in political terms, right? That's kind of it seems to be, to me that's a sign of being insecure as opposed to facing up.
Yeah.
I'd agree with that.
So so since like this Charlotte, like she started dropping like her evidence, it came out that we found out who the mole was, right, Chesh?
Yeah, there was a mole in their group. There was like somebody in their group was feeding information to Charla that Charla was then sending to the court.
And it came out who it was, and now that person is and the reason, I don't know why Charla did that, why she exposed that person. Maybe they ghosted her or something, I don't know.
I could speculate, but we could speculate all day about everything, so
yeah. So but
she
Charlotte
says on the
decided
stream where we have no particular topic and could
yeah,
just
no,
do that
speculate, please, by all means. Go. I'm not telling you to stop speculating.
Yeah, and so and now that person is saying that everything that Charlotte's putting out is AI generated. I'm like, you try so hard, and in the end,
Hegseth is gonna drone strike Chesh. I have submitted a report and said Rodin. Listen. You give Pete Hegseth the entirety and full control of the whole U.S. military, and he would not be able to win a war with just me by myself.
He basically has that, Chesh.
Yeah, I know.
That is already basically it. Okay.
That is a thing that he has, and I'm still not convinced he'd be able to do shit.
So you're saying that there was a mole or gopher or other sort of
yeah, there was
ground-burrowing
Perhaps it was
trader in some
a stoat.
or
That's
a bowl.
It's not even a
Stoat?
rodent.
Stoat on the inside.
There's a stoat.
But was this person always that way, or did it just turn? Is it like they're a double agent?
They are known to always be looking out for their own arse. That's yeah.
So, all right, we'll put it this way: this person is part of this group, like the company. This person is part of that group. But when Charlotte first came around, this is Megan, right? This lady this lady screwed over another YouTube streamer named Dottie, who was being relatively successful by like fucking around with like donations during Christmas time and shit. And then a whole other streamer that she fucked around with named Michelle that she like fucked around with when it came to donations again. So this woman is kind of known for this. And when Charlotte first came around, she like what's the term when you like it's love bombing, right? Where she's like, "Oh, I'm super gonna get along with you, and I'm super duper definitely cool about this, and we have all these things in common that are like very emotional, like my dead mom or whatever dumb shit she was saying." And so she tries to get in good with people and then feeds information to the group that they can then weaponize later. And so that's the person that flip-flopped. That's the waffle. And she also like accuses everybody of waffling, of being like, "Oh, you've turned on us." It's like you're like the most disloyal fucking person on the planet. Like who owes you shit?
I was about to make a poll in your chat, Chesh, but I realized I'm on the wrong channel. I can't do that.
All right, what's the poll? What do you want? Tell me what it is. I'll do it.
I was just gonna ask if like, is it a mole, a gopher, a groundhog, or a stoat?
What
Or
is
turtle.
it? What
Don't forget
what am
turtle.
I?
Don't
A
forget turtle.
gopher?
A mole?
What? What is this
Mole.
Pokemon?
It's Pikachu! Stoat. What's the other one?
Yes.
Stoat.
Groundhog? Do you have groundhog in there?
Always was stoat.
Groundhog. All right, we
Oh,
gonna.
the answer is
I spelled
always stoat.
gopher
Or turtle.
wrong. I'm pretty sure. Gopher.
Gopher is
G-O-P-H-E-R.
Gopher. Yeah.
Oh, I definitely spelled it gopher as in an iron used for pressing ridges or narrow plates. Like a Goffer. Gopher.
That is the wrong gopher.
That's the wrong kind of gopher. Alright, there we go,
But-
gopher.
But because so again, I was asking Judge, what is the motivation of this person? That's one of those animals, or Sky,
What's the
why?
motivation?
For-
Some mix of self-preservation, and being extra dumb.
Okay.
Like they're just kind of dumb. Like like they're screwed. Like they've already got a restraining order. They made a deal to give all this information for court, and then turned around and immediately started doing contempt.
Yep.
So I don't know what to tell you. Like it's just
Yeah.
fucking stupidity on top of more stupidity. Like I don't know how you could.
So
I don't know how you could be this fucking dumb, man. I don't know. I don't fucking get it.
so some of my relatives that were in Edinburgh region when they were being transported over to the New World, escaped and went over to Ireland and became Irish. And one of the things I had, we had conversation with some of those folks. This is like 1660 type thing, but they grew up in Irish culture. And one of the things I in particular were impressed upon was the notion of one of the worst curses is to be called an informant.
It was a
And
waffle
they talk
blue.
about in their culture about being an informant is the worst thing, and they
Oh, you mean
they
a
harken
snitch?
back, harken back
Yeah.
to the first one of the early attempts to try to become independent, and that revolution collapsed in part because of informants.
Snitches get
And so the
stitches.
result is the worst thing you could accuse someone of being is an informant or looking like an informant or having an
Yeah.
informant's mind. I don't know. Do
Um,
you want to comment on that?
Even if today, especially out in Dublin, someone's doing something really bad and everyone knows, when the guards show up, everyone just stays quiet. It's the sort of thing that you take care of yourself, which has a lot of hidden meaning. But in reality, most people just don't think they can trust you, even if you're talking to the guards for the right reason. That's fucking stupid. It's very dumb. But it is also kind of true sometimes. Like there are people out there who might have made a bad decision and they don't need to have their lives ruined by having a record. Other times you might generally not know because you were smart enough not to get involved in the first place. When something bad happens, you turn the other way. You'll gossip about it in the pub after, but
Sure.
you were just smart enough to be like, that's none of my business. Whatever you're doing, it's one reason I'm not a very good Irish person. I'm a little bit too open on a lot of things that other people like don't want to hear it, don't want to know about it. I'm like, back off, I'm talking about this.
One of the
Bro.
worst things I think you can be, like at the end of the day, is somebody who is a traitor. Because when you're a traitor, not only do the people who you betrayed can't trust you anymore, but neither can the people that you betrayed too. So like
That's
you're
always
fucked.
been the case, yeah. Like how they don't care that they're getting some benefit from a traitor. They just how can they possibly like ever
Yeah, there's no
trust you?
out. There's no out.
Yeah.
You're screwed. You're completely fucking boned. Like what's the point at that at that point? Like why are you bothering?
Yeah, it's the mob mentality, like no one ever talks about this, but at the same time, people break all the time. That's if you ever watch enough mob movies, the second the bosses are put up on the stand, they just crumple immediately if they get a free deal. You know, because it's all hypocrisy.
I think there's a difference though between being a trader and turning over a new leaf.
Oh,
Right? Though, and like doing a redemption arc. I think that's a different thing. But it's all about presentation, right?
oh, context. Yeah.
Yeah.
Person to
By the
person
way,
basis.
the Athens asked, anyone excited for the new Warhammer game coming out? I'm excited
Yes.
for 2 Warhammer games coming out. I'm excited for Dawn of War 4 and for Total War Warhammer 40,000.
My boy Cyrus is
yeah.
coming back, and he's getting a lead this time. Steve is
Yep.
going to be so grimdark and overly serious,
Plus, the Lion is going to be in Dawn of War 4.
which is kind of cool because in Battlefleet Gothic had a girly man, so now
Yep.
we get to see the Lion.
But who's the next loyalist to come back?
All right, my money is on Jagatai, but
Okay.
I have a
Not Dorn?
feeling. No, not Dorn. I do think Dorn is dead.
Okay.
But you know, it's like comic book logic. He's dead, but he can come back. You know,
He's
it's-
dead.
Yeah.
He's dead, but he might
Uh,
get better.
When is
Right.
Vulcan coming back? I want Vulcan back. Let's go.
I love the idea that Vulcan never left. He's just been like, I'm done with this. I'm done with it. I'm gonna go and be a
Okay, but
farmer. I'm
he's
gonna be
like
Thanos
12 feet
out
tall.
somewhere. Just be a farmer.
How
out
is he?
in the middle of nowhere.
I guess maybe.
How long did it take? We started with Warhammer lore. How long did it take for us to get back to Warhammer lore?
You
Hey, it's
brought
the
two
Athens.
people who are big into 40k here. Of course.
I'm not
also-
sorry, and I do it again. Like, this is the bar.
the
What we do at the
Athens,
bar
this
is talk
is-
about whatever the hell we want. It's
Yeah,
fine.
there's that.
And I'm
I
gonna
think
give you
that
shit
Vulcan
for
will come
it.
back after the Salamanders collect all 40,000 Warhammers.
They could also just make them, but do you think that would include the hate mace? I hope it includes the hate mace.
Maybe. I mean, it's not technically a hammer, is it? But like, I guess.
It is a blunt, so.
Yeah, but being blunt is
It's
the
a
same thing as being
blunt.
a hammer.
Takes giant huff.
Oh, I now want to see hate mace stoned off his literal head. Oh yes, that's the good stuff. It almost makes you
That's
not
the
want to
good
eat.
shit.
And I hate that.
Right hand says, I want a Warhammer Warframe mashup. That could be cool.
Oh, Warframe's got okay. So recently there was a new release for Warframe, and it's like a devil of some kind. Where there's they've been calling it the school shooting arc.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's really funny. But the music that plays with it, I'm like, is this McGordon? Why does this sound like Doom Eternal? So I got
Is it?
roommates, and like the people I play D&D with all play Warframe, so they were showing it to me. So I'm like, okay, so now you have to go look up to see if this was McGordon, and they did, and it turns out not McGordon, just somebody
Oh.
heftily inspired by Doom Eternal. So it's like yes.
.com, Nick Gordon.
I recommend looking up the song. Like, just look up, like, if you put in Doom Eternal Warframe, it'll probably come up.
See, Lev, in the background, I have been sending Chesh non-stop 40k memes. in
Non-stop.
efforts to just kind of like get her into the franchise by osmosis. And it's kind of
It
working.
works.
Kind
Yeah.
of working.
While you've been talking, you've been hearing me typing. I'm actually talking to, if anyone remembers, Girl Does Rant back in the day, and she went in the same arc. She's now heavily into 40k by
Nice.
just drips and drabs over the years.
I don't
And,
know
tomorrow-
how angry I'm going to be if you guys succeed, because, like, fuck you, first off.
It'll get really bad if you want to have an army. If you have an army,
Yeah.
you're fucked. There's no
Look,
coming
there's-
back from that.
There's a
Yeah.
lot of ways to get into Warhammer 40,000 that do not involve dropping $1,000 on a modest size army.
Okay,
Yeah,
well, thanks.
that some of the models might then be out of date or not be updated for decades, Eldar
Yeah.
players.
Look, there are video games, there are novels, there are TTRPGs.
So many books.
So many
Oh,
books. You can
find some of them for free on
You guys
Yeah.
know that I own, like, almost the entire Legend of Drizzt series in, like, physical format, right?
How many books is that?
Hold on. I'll be back in a second.
Do you think
Okay,
she knows how
so-
many books are in the Horus Heresy series?
Don't spoil it until she's back. She needs to
Okay.
have what she considers to be a big amount. Then
Right.
we'll just floor her. We will just exterminate us from her orbit. You know.
Virus.
No matter
phone.
how big that is, and I imagine that's a pretty big. I used to think about that with the Wheel of Time. 14 books. That's tons.
That's a lot. Yeah. It's you know, not that much considering, but
Yeah. Hell, the Gaunt's Ghost series has got like 14 books.
Yeah.
I'm rereading that. Now that's some good. That's some good Imperial Guard. It's also sharp from the.
I own like 29 of them.
29 is a
Yeah.
respectable number.
Yeah.
Dapper, how many Horus Heresy books are there sitting at now?
Last I checked, more than twice that many. At about 65, I believe, was when I last counted.
It sounds to me
And,
that like
they're
you're
coming out with a sequel to
describing.
that, which is the Scouring books. So that's going to probably be at least another 20, 30 books.
Okay.
So
So-
there was.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
So explain in 5 minutes or less this 40K stuff to somebody who doesn't
No,
care.
we did a whole stream that was like 2
Yeah,
hours
go and
long
watch.
of the history. No, we can't do it again.
I know I
Yeah.
didn't ask for the history. Just explain it and
It's a
executive
tabletop.
summary.
It's a tabletop.
It's like, just do it
game,
anyway. Do it
game
anyway.
where you make armies and then you go off and set it. But that's just the actual base game. There's all this lore. There's video games. There's books. There's a TV show apparently in the works. There's a lot of
TV
community. What a
show?
lot of
Yeah.
Netflix
On Amazon.
apparently. Yep. Oh, right. Yeah, Amazon. Right.
Yeah.
They'll give it time, and I'm sure Netflix will devour that too.
Well,
Um,
Netflix will get it like probably international rights outside of the U.S. or something. But
okay, Josh, send me a link to that show thing on there. But is this particular franchise owned by something? Is it public domain? Is
It's
it-
Games Workshop.
it's a
It's their
UK-based
flagship thing.
company. Yeah.
For years, I'm old enough to remember that people were very confused by it back in the day because it had its own store. There was like hobby shops where you could buy like model planes and stuff like that, but then next to it would be where it would just have its own unique thing, and everyone thought that was very strange. But then, as the years went on, they started to get more money and more success, and built up baby step. Then Relic lost the rights for
Build-A-Bear.
exclusive access to the video games. And GW did something very smart. They just said anyone can rent the license from us, and you got tons of trash games,
But also a few gems.
so many gems, and the model just really worked. It's just meanwhile, more people than ever were playing the games. That's why they started doing kill teams. It's a golden age that we couldn't believe 10 years ago, let alone 20. And I love it. That's why I laugh at the gatekeepers who are like, girls can't do this, black people shouldn't be there. You know, I laugh at these fuckers and say it's for everyone.
I
We've
got
done
a
it.
woman
We're
into
succeeding.
Warhammer in like 2010 and taught her how to paint. And then like 5 years later, she was featured multiple times on the Games Workshop page for her paint jobs.
Oh, I've been
So, like-
corrected. Apparently, we own in the house around 39 R.A. Salvatore
Oh,
books, which
alright.
are
Well,
Legend of
that's
Drizzt.
not the same thing as Drizzt Do'Urden books, though.
No, that's Legends of Drizzt.
Oh, is it just those? Okay. Well, still.
Yeah, they're all
Yeah, we will
they're all
talk about
R.A.
the
Salvatore. R.A. Salvatore is like the Legend of Drizzt author. Like that's
So what that
he
means is
wrote.
That's-
there's a bit over half as many books in that series as there are to the prequel series.
No, that's just the
for
ones we
Warhammer
own.
40,000.
I don't know if there's some that we don't have yet.
Well, that's fair, but still, that still means that the collection is probably a bit smaller than the prequel series.
Yeah, it sounds
Even
like
making
you're. How many
timelines.
authors are you going through though?
Ooh,
That's a good question. I don't actually know. It's
Because
a
that's
fair few,
one
although-
guy.
Yeah. No, I'm not saying it's impressive from an author standpoint. I'm saying
Yeah, no,
it's
I don't
impressive
mean.
from
Yeah,
the
that's not what I'm.
standpoint of trying
Yeah.
to read.
dozens of authors. Nick
Yeah.
Neil, Dan Landis.
Yeah,
my
so
favorite.
it'd be closer to like comparing like the number of books that are in the Forgotten Realms as
Yeah.
opposed to,
Yes. Yeah.
or even like the number of books that are written for
I'm
yeah,
still
Dungeons
pretty
and
sure
Dragons,
40k
which
would
would
beat the
include.
Forgotten Realms as a whole.
Oh yeah, no, probably, especially
yes.
if you specify Forgotten Realms. But if you were to like, I still think that 40k would be more, but you would also might have to make it like just to make it comparable. You might have to add like Tannis and stuff. But yeah, what was up?
Maybe again.
um um to stop this from becoming another like Warhammer stream, I'm going to shift
Yeah.
shift the tides a bit. Aaron Costello tweeted on Twitter about 10 minutes ago. How much longer will this harassment go on? We never did anything to this woman, let alone like what she's done to us this past week. Even our private chat, she had to lie and scheme to obtain. And what does it show? A group of people helping each other facing a bogus court. We asked questions and offered help and advice. She infiltrated our fucking support group. That's fucking harassment. And now she has quote nat unquote emailing me with screenshot of Facebook post showing her and the previous judges tagged together by someone else. They
Guys,
live in
she's
the same
sending me
town.
evidence to my court case. What do I do?
No, she's saying that she has Nat or Natalie Kennett emailing me with screenshot of Facebook post showing her and the previous judges tagged together by someone else.
Why
They
does
live in the
every
same town.
time? Why does
on,
every
let me-
time Erin has a fucking goddamn conniption and gets caught in the corner because she's a fucking idiot, suddenly
That
Natalie
shows up.
Kennett comes out of nowhere?
Conveniently
Yeah,
shows up, right? And then she continues, they live in the same town and are the same age. I think so she's talking about the judge
the
and
judge?
Carla here.
Okay.
Yeah. Not surprised they had a friend in common on Facebook. Sorry, I didn't take your bait on that. Stop harassing me now. I'm like way too Darvo, and try and blame your victim when the victim starts dropping, their evidence, right?
So,
So I responded in my, enlightened wisdom, and I was like, so it's not AI as Megan was trying to lie. Erin finally saw through Megan being the mole. So I'm just like, Megan was there like an hour ago saying that this is all AI on her fucking Twitter. And this is
Yeah.
all, done through whatever canvas or something like that. But
Yeah,
Erin is now saying that this is definitely Megan.
Well, okay,
And
so
I'm just like,
here's the thing: if Erin or Megan want to argue that X, Y, or Z is fucking fake, then they're accusing Charla of putting fake information into the court case and sending it to them as evidence, and then choosing to, even though they think it's fake, not to argue it in court and to just not show up
Right?
instead.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Brilliant.
So question-
Also, hold on. Erin called the court bogus.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, you really want to go to jail, don't you, Erin? I'm just like sitting there and I'm like, why would you do that? Why would you call the court that has your, your fate in their hands bogus? In America.
That's what I was going to ask.
Yeah, I don't know.
Is we're talking about a state court as opposed to court of public opinion, or
State court.
a real
This is the
state
court of
court.
Kansas.
Like
That-
with
that
force of
has-
law and everything.
Yes, and she's calling the court bogus, not the ruling.
Well, she doesn't
I'm not
believe
sure she
in
can
the
tell the
rulings.
difference.
Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, I'm not,
God.
Wow.
not sure about that one, champ.
And I'm just like,
They think that if they don't agree and if the court doesn't explain it to them in crayons, then it doesn't count.
right?
But understand, that some of the political folks, say if the court goes against you, ignore it, appeal it, throw lawyers at it, and never admit, even when you're convicted of having wrongdoing, because only they
do
believe
that, but
only
also
suckers
don't
admit
do
they-
the thing. If you get
Yeah, well,
convicted
that's
of
a-
murder and
anyway,
you didn't
please,
get
I'm
murder
gonna-
and you didn't
I'm gonna
wait,
clarify
no. If you could get fucking slammed in the slammer for murder, or somebody is accusing you of murder and a court finds you guilty of murder, you know what? Doing things is not a good idea. To be like, I didn't do murder. More murder. don't
Yeah.
do murder. Well, you're like, I didn't do that murder. I just did this murder over here. So even if they're like, hey, we never fucking harassed Charla, you're not gonna convince anybody you never harassed Charla by harassing Charla. Like, what are you doing?
Right?
What are you
Also-
talking
also-
about?
So also, like, is Erin ready to commit more contempt by saying she's using this language, right? That Charla has infiltrated, quote unquote, her the group chat, you know, where they were like sharing information they were not supposed to be sharing, which is sealed information, right? So she's accusing Charla of hacking along with Sean and Megan. So they're continuing to harass and lie about Charla and committing more contempt now. Or is Erin now finally
and
admitting
or
that Nat is that Megan Nat and Megan are the same person?
oh my
like-
god.
Sounds like some kind of
No.
crazy conspiracy theory right there.
It does sound like some kind of crazy conspiracy theory, and I don't want any
Right?
part of this.
Oh, come on.
There's two. What's the All right, Mario, we've been watching this for a while. What's the
Yeah.
craziest like nonsense conspiracy that you've the one that you've heard and two that you could come up with?
That Erin is Nat. I can come up with that Erin is Nat. All this
And that's
time.
the craziest?
And the craziest.
Mm.
Craziest.
I feel like you
craziest.
haven't heard enough flat Earth conspiracy theories, because if you think that's the craziest conspiracy,
I agree.
someone-
I'm getting another drink.
Yeah.
Hold on. The contexts are entirely different, Dapper. Come on.
I'm just saying, you should be able to come up with a more crazy conspiracy theory than that two people are the same person.
And
That's like
and-
baby town conspiracy level right there.
this whole bullshit started with Erin 5 years ago when she started
Okay.
the channel.
But Manya, which one of them is an alien reptoid Nazi from under the earth?
Erin,
Okay, see, now we're getting
Well,
somewhere.
I can see that. Yeah, I can see that.
So for the record, I'm done with that Coca-Cola product until
you already
next
done?
time. No, I'm finished with it. I consumed my glass. I'm gonna go get some real rum and be back.
I have a question for Landon before you run and go
Yes,
get
please.
that. How many drinks are you down?
So I have
I haven't even
done
finished my
basically I did what you suggested twice.
Okay,
So-
so you're on your
so
third
this is the-
drink.
So this
I'm
is
about
the
to go get
end of the
another drink
second
too.
one. I'm going to the third drink there, but yes,
Okay.
I need to. Sorry, because I didn't want to. If I'm going to have alcohol, I'd like to have it be good alcohol. I don't
That's fair.
think one should
You
have.
drink enough of it, and then you won't know if it's good or bad.
But that's for later.
You start with
I-
the good shit, and then you go into shit
The,
shit.
the ancient Romans did that. By the end of the night, everyone was too shit-faced to notice the squeezings that were
Yeah.
being handed
The
to them.
garbage.
Yeah.
Yeah, Landon's doing it backwards.
I think that while I get some another drink, that Chet
No,
should
I-
go on the pros cons of Slanesh versus Nurgle.
So
I
so this is
remember.
this is
I
the vegetable peelings I'm going to put into our pot that we use for making veggie stock, and then I'm going to go and get some real
Nice.
rum and come back. So I'll go on mute while.
Yeah, do that. All right, I'm gonna ask Dapper the same question I asked Landon because I know you two are drinking tea tonight, but that's fine.
I got
So
coffee.
when Dapper gets back, I'll ask him. Oh, coffee
Big old
and
mug.
tea, respectively. But yeah, what's their best conspiracy theory that Aaron is a lizard person? Is that where we got to?
From under the planet, a Nazi lizard person.
I think my
Um,
favorite conspiracy theory so far has been like Aaron, so that Charla is friends with the judge. I think that's my favorite conspiracy theory that is like being pushed. And I think the craziest conspiracy theory I could come up with is that Steve is literally a cult leader who has like something that's like possible, right? Steve has created a like semi-sex cult where all of these women are vying for his approval and they're willing to break the law and go to court over it, and he's just in the background like pulling all these women's strings. For some reason, like I think like that's close to being like a thing that could happen but isn't probably something that is happening because Steve's too stupid to do that, but it might actually be happening incidentally.
Just by default.
Like by
right?
accident.
Stumbled into a sex cult.
Yeah, Icarus caught me. That's not possible. That requires Steve to work. Listen, you don't get it. You don't have to
But Steve
be
doesn't have to
attractive
work.
to convince people to be shitty and stupid.
Yeah.
Yep.
But still, like, you don't have to work either. Like, you just have to be charismatic sometimes, and people just
You
do
just have
shit
to be
for you.
convincing enough. And here's the thing.
Convincing.
Aaron is really dumb. And Veda is really dumb. And Wolf is really dumb. And Megan is really dumb.
Megan
And
is
they're
really
all
dumb.
desperate. They're all desperate for approval from anybody. And then they're also all desperately want to be approved by somebody who they believe is smarter than them. And from a man in particular. Yeah, incel cult. Yes! That thing, exactly. It's so fucking...
Manosphere Steve.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's
Yeah.
terrible.
Right?
Dapper,
that
are you
does not
back?
sound-
I am back, yes.
How many drinks are you down? Lan and I are on par. Where are you at?
All right, so I made a rum and coke, and I only had one, but it was a double, so I think it counts as 2.
That counts as
And I'm
2.
now
I'll count
on-
that as 2. I think
I'm
that's
now
fair.
about. Okay, so yeah, I just poured another double, so by the time I finish it, I'll be on 4.
Okay, so you're just like a little bit ahead by the time you're done. You'll be 1 ahead of us by the time everyone has finished their next drink.
I mean, assuming that you guys don't finish before me, because I mean, it's a tall glass. It'll last.
I mean, look at mine. I'm using a giant...
that's fair.
fucking-
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. I wanted to use a short glass, and then I was like, nah. Because I'm mixing too much... I'm putting too much regular ginger ale in my cranberry sugar-free ginger ale to make it taste better.
You got my ginger ale in your cran juice.
I'm putting gin in my ginger ale inside of my ginger ale.
Oh my goodness. That's
Yo,
so
dog, I
much
heard
gin.
you like ginger and ale.
Yo, dog. Yes.
I like
Yes.
those things. I like crabbies.
Dogs or
Do you-
ginger
do you guys
ale?
have- Do you have crabbies over in Canada?
Have what?
Crabbies,
Crabbies?
ginger ale.
Crabby like the Pokemon?
No, it's yeah, but it's spelled like with a C instead of a K. It's a beer, and it's a ginger beer.
We have ginger beer in Canada that you can get at the grocery store. I don't know what variety it is.
Okay, that is really nice when it's like being right out of the fridge, but it will give you the worst heartburn if you drink too much of it the next day. Oh my god.
Really? I haven't had a ginger beer. I haven't had ginger beer heartburn before.
I have a bad problem with like I enjoy a good sweet drink, even like mixed drinks. But if I have too many of them, yeah, I will have the next morning.
Yeah, I feel like the thing
with
that's
genuine-
saving me from this is that one of the things is 0 sugar. But I also feel like I would just rather have cranberry juice.
I love cranberry juice and vodka. That is really nice.
Yeah, I'm not doing a vodka cran. I got my gin going. I prefer gin over vodka any day of the week. Vodka just is...
Oh, that reminds me. The drink. I don't have the owl one, but what I did have up there on my shelf was copperhead gin, which
like named
it-
after the snake?
yeah, and the bottle itself is all coated in like a brass copper look. It's so pretty.
That's cool.
That is neat.
My mom's got these really cool copper wine glasses that are like about
Oh.
this big.
Do they have like the little when you put them to the light? Do they have like the rainbow effect going on?
No, they just got like these neat little divots in them, but yeah, they don't have anything like crazy going on.
I went over to stay at a friend's house in Indiana once, and we pre-gamed before hitting out, and he brought out these glasses that were like these. You caught them in the light, and it was just like a prism. It was so cool.
That's
Um,
cool.
Yeah, they were cool, and oh god, we were drinking something that had vanilla in it. It was really nice. By the time we were leaving, we were like rosy cheeked as fuck. It was great. Free game to save money.
Having a good time.
So
Yeah.
thank you very much for the entertaining commentary while I was gone, about, so and so maybe being a cult leader and all those weird stuff like that. My only question is, do you have any concrete evidence?
Yes. Do I have any concrete evidence of Steve trying to do a sex cult? Yes, I do.
That is possibly one of the least shocking things I've heard about Steve.
Yeah, but it's also
I'm just asking
it's
for-
also
for
gross.
physical
So
concrete.
I don't know.
There's
There's a lot of
evidence.
stuff about Steve that's gross on top of that, so like that also isn't surprising.
I'll take. So switching to more of a thing I have.
Landon immediately regretted asking that question.
Hey Troy, still in the chat. I do believe you've had this bottle before.
So this is a plantation rum from Peru, 2004. So it had 12 years in a Peruvian cask there, and what they did was they aged it in Slovenian casks, and then it went, as true rum is, on the sea for 2 years, and then it wound up in France, where it ended up going into basically a particular casks that were used for French winemaking for another 2 years. So this is real good stuff, and it should not be mixed with Coca-Cola products. So I'll make it
No, it's
for real.
not.
Yeah, don't.
So
Don't
this,
do that.
this will be my third. Just keeping drink counter, and I need to accelerate my my drinking game.
No.
What was the other
You're
drink
good,
counts
you're
for other people that were actually?
We're all
We're all at about
almost
2.
equal. Dapper is a little bit behind you and I right now, but only a little
Is
bit.
that actually true? Maybe.
Yeah, because I'm like partway through my third, and you're partway through.
All
your
right. Yeah. Then
third
I guess
and
you're a
fourth.
little. Yeah, you're a
Yeah.
little ahead of me.
Yeah.
So to good friends, and I regard all of you in this chat as very good friends.
How dare you?
Cheers.
Thank
I'm
you.
offended.
Cheers.
And the bar.
Man, I'm so happy you. Okay, so I know I said it before.
Wow.
I want to complain for a minute. Oh wait, hold on. Landon's got something to say.
No,
He's wiggling.
this is just good.
Really
this
nice.
Is real good stuff.
You can
It's a
see
good
with
shit.
the color. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And
That
it
does
tells
look
about
good.
all
Does
its
look
pedigree and so forth there. Yes. So
When you have crap when you have crap rum, like say Morgan's or the knockoff one Aldi does, which is something Cook, there has a sort of oiliness to it that you can taste, and that's a bad sign.
This is also, when you put it in your mouth, the feel is very velvety.
Caramel.
Yeah, and it's got these notes in there, and it's a stain, right? You take a sip and it stays with you. It doesn't just drop off the cliff.
Yep.
So I'm supplementing this with some a good friend of mine. We made some more papadum. All right, real.
Oh, nice.
These are really good things. And
love those things.
although I burnt a little bit, but you have to kind of singe it a little bit to get that singy bits.
Yeah.
Crispy. It'll be crispy.
But yes, the best.
So I got two things. One, I do want to say, I know I said I wanted to complain for a second before, but now I'm going to be like, hey, you know what's kind of great? You know how long has it been since we did a rum and coke? This is great, and I'm so happy that everybody was able to come and show up and drink and hang out, and not drink and also hang out, or drink things that are not alcoholic and hang out. Wendy made it into the chat, and she said she's already drunk, so fuck you. Which is fair. And the second thing is, me and Lev were talking about this the other day. And we were like, why the fuck isn't there a Canadian wine pairing for poutine? And we were like, we have to talk to Landon about this.
About that.
And I'm like, what the fuck?
You gotta do some testing.
Two things.
Such a wide variety. You have to be more specific about the type of poutine you're having.
Yes. So okay. So if and when Landon ever makes it to hang out with me, we're gonna have to do a wine tour and some poutine tasting, and then we're gonna have to decide about what wine is the best to pair with poutine, or we have to invent our own and come up with a brand and start selling poutine wine, because it's actually insane that doesn't exist. And then we can both be rich and retire from the internet.
I honestly, the first time I ever had poutine was in Scotland, and it was in a craft brewery in the bar restaurant there, And
There's
I
also
was like,
beer
I've
that
heard of
goes well
poutine.
with poutine.
Yeah.
Beer goes great with
Oh, yeah.
poutine.
And it was good. And then I had it in Toronto, and it was very good. I didn't know this thing exists. It's very unknown. But I'd say within the next 5 years, you're going to see it on so many menus and bars around Dublin, if it's not already there, because it's very good. It's very something that we would make.
And Lev, you have access to squeaky cheese, right? Real cheese curds.
Squeaky
absolutely.
cheese.
And that's the problem in the States is that we
Goes
have
down your tooth.
Yeah.
You feel it.
when you bite it and it doesn't squeak, it's not worthy, in my opinion, of poutine.
Yes, but as a connoisseur,
Poutine snob.
Please.
as a poutine snob, so I every time I go somewhere new, I try the poutine. There was only one time that I didn't get poutine. That was in New Brunswick. And I should have, and I didn't, but that was because there was a whole bunch of stuff going on, and I was just like, I just want to sleep. But I will take pub cheese and good gravy and fries over shit fries, bad gravy, and having cheese curds.
Okay.
Cheese curds are great and fantastic when you can get them, but they are not good enough to supersede the other two ingredients. If you've got too much pepper in your gravy, it's trash. If your gravy is too thin, it's trash. If your French fries are soft and they fall apart and turn into soup, garbage.
Or mushy.
Yes.
Ew.
Garbage. You need to have like a nice crisp fry. Waffle fries, some of the best fries I've ever had for poutine. If you can get waffle fries and a decent gravy and cheese curds, perfect. Then it's just a matter of perfecting your gravy.
By the way, I posted in two things. Number one, what about curly fries? And number two, what about I posted a link in our chat here. I just typed up Irish poutine, and obviously they thought I meant poutine, our version of moonshine. But no, there's a poutine van that goes around Dublin.
That's awesome.
I gotta go and find this. I gotta go and find this thing. Make a video out of it.
Just throw a slice of Velveeta on some McDonald's fries as rodent no last
Oh my, okay, all right, hold on. No, we need to talk about this.
Oh, triggered.
I live in Canada. McDonald's in Canada.
She just doxed herself.
You think you know?
Hold on. There, I doxed myself. All right. All right. Canada.
Oh yeah, there you go.
McDonald's in Canada sells a poutine. It is not good. I tried all the fast food poutines. All right. So I tried Wendy's. I tried A&W. A&W in Canada is different than A&W in America. Don't get me started. I tried McDonald's poutine. It's so bad. They had it for years.
What about Burger King?
I made Reds eat it when he was up here. It's so gross. That was one of the funniest things I did.
Now that explains a few things.
That's why our relationship didn't work out. I made him try that. So like I've tried all like the local fast food places. Like they all have a poutine. I tried Tim Hortons has a poutine. It's terrible. The only ones that are passable is Wendy's is passable but doesn't have good fries but does have cheese curds and their gravy is decent. All right? A&W has the best. Their fries are also mid for it, but their gravy is good and there's a vegetarian option. So they have a vegetarian gravy.
Yeah.
So you can get a vegetarian gravy. So those are your
Wow.
I would pick, if you have to pick between the two, pick the A&W. Don't get McDonald's poutine. It's trash. It's complete shit.
So some of the best poutines I've had in Canada are actually vegetarian. Although some of the best ones with fish I've had in Nova Scotia, right? Because naturally it's nevertheless,
of course.
It is a thing. Now, one of the things I do when I'm in those islands off the coast of Europe is I'm in search of various fish and chips and mushy peas.
Mushy peas more in the UK than Ireland.
But I don't know. And so the fish and chip stuff, and it's interesting that there are regional differences in fish and chips. that
Yeah,
is quite interesting.
Well, start by asking yourself, like, what potato are they using? Is it going to be a rooster, like most people do, or is it going to be also what sort of fish do you want? Cod. Everyone always goes for the cod, but I personally love the haddock. I mean, man, I love the ray that you have to do with the bones. Also scampi. Get yourself some scampi. Oh,
yeah,
lovely.
good fish.
Sorry, I gotta address something in the chat real quick. Wendy is telling me that A&W in the United States is a dying breed. Good. I had A&W in Florida. It deserves to fucking die. It deserves to get drugged through the street and quartered by 4 horses.
And I can tell you that
muffin
in
time.
British Columbia is leagues above what it used to be in the U.S. Anyway, back to the fish and chips. So,
well, actually,
so
I got a question
Lev,
I got a
in
question.
Ireland as far as the fish and chips, like there is in England or
I
Scotland?
will address the fish and chips first, but there's something that if I don't remember, don't say it now, I won't remember saying it. Chesh, what do you think is the most if you had to have a gun to the back of your head, making a poutine? What is the most important thing?
The order.
the chips,
you're talking about like the order of operations,
or the cheese.
Yeah, the order of operations of priority, right? Of like to make a good poutine, can you the lowest priority for me is the cheese. Because like you can get away with like not great, like you can get away with not cheese curds. So because you can get away with not cheese curds and still have something that tastes good, that is decent.
Would disown you if he heard
yeah,
this.
well, fuck Krender, he's wrong.
Also, like how you say
You can clip that and send it to him. It is like the staple of poutine, but if you want a dish that tastes good, if you have shit gravy and you have shit fries and cheese curds, I don't want the fries or the gravy. I'd rather just eat cheese curds. Fuck it. At that point.
That's fair.
That makes a lot of sense.
So if I want a dish that is actually going to taste good, my order of operations is going to be the cheese curds at the bottom. Because even if you put pub cheese on it, it's still fucking cheese. Like, it's still gonna be stringy, it's still gonna be goopy, it's still gonna have the cheese flavor, you'll be fine. The fries would go next, and then the gravy I think I would put on top. Because if you have shit gravy, you can't eat it. No matter what you cover it in, because you've smothered it in gravy. If the gravy is bad, you can't eat it.
That's actually how I thought you'd do it.
One of the challenges I've found with some poutines, especially if you get on the street sidewalk stuff, is the container, right? Getting paper and container, it gets so quickly with the
you get a styrofoam one, don't you?
Or that's
no, not in Canada. It's usually it's a cardboard with wax.
Yes, yeah.
Oh.
But
that could get ruined so quickly.
Some of the best ones I've had have been on a ceramic plate or something in a place that's there. So I agree with you, Chesh, that the gravy is most critical, because that can make or break the poutine. But to me, having squeaky cheese gives that extra little touch to it. That's quite.
I do like the squeak, yeah.
I love squeaky cheese. Landon.
Yes.
Now we can return to our fish and chips.
Yes, and I want to say, and particularly in Ireland and so forth. So please.
So you're gonna actually have to repeat the question because I was entranced.
So I was asking about so fish and chips. I've known in England and Scotland that there are regional differences between the Glasgow fish and chips and stuff around Edinburgh. Are there variations of fish and chips in terms of quality and style in the Republic of Ireland?
Yes, I can think of 2. In Dublin, you'll find a lot of really famous fish and chip places. Bruxelles and Burdock's are the 2 big ones. They have their chips are they are a superior type. I'm not sure what it is. It must be the oils that they cook them in. But
yes.
Hell, it used to be able to get them both in the newspaper. They used to give it out to you in the newspaper, like the old days. And vast quantities too, huge amounts. But then you come out here and it seems to be more people don't care as much. It's a bit weird.
Hmm.
Out in the countryside, the chips. Let's just say my chip are up around
Well,
the
okay,
corner
so
there,
the first, all right, hold on. I'm gonna put a pause. I'm gonna pause hit the break real quick. Just tap it a little bit. You have to pick
Okay.
your fish.
Haddock.
Do you always pick haddock every time?
No, sometimes I like cod.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll even go for a bit of plaice isn't terrible either.
So I would say one of the things that would be interesting to try is the poutine down under, right? Because barramundi, as red eye allegedly, reminds me barramundi is a great fish for a number of reasons, and it would be interesting to try a poutine with the barramundi, excuse me, not poutine.
So I was talking. Remember earlier I said I was recording with my mom? Well, our test stream was Pogo Stuck, but our actual recording was Chained Together when we like kind of had things sorted out.
Oh, nice.
At the end of Chained Together, I was like, we were just started chatting and I recorded the whole thing. So I don't know if that will be available as like a members thing or whatever. But at one point I was like, I think that there are like 3 people that are the same vibe of people like around the world. So like we're Canadian. So and I was like, okay, so there's Canadians, there's the Dutch, and then there's the Australians, and we're all the same vibe. So if I was gonna pick anybody to do a poutine, it would be the Dutch or it would be the Australians that I would trust to do it.
Dutch would
love. Focusing on fish and chips, the barramundi I've had in Queensland, Australia, a place called Fat Chicken, is extraordinarily amazing, right? Decent cost, and so that's something you should try, is to go down under and try some of the fish and chips you'll find in Queensland, because they have lots of the coastal stuff. They have lots of access to really good stuff.
If King Charles happens to be there, you can take after Landon and tell him to go fuck off.
Tell him to fuck off.
Yes. Although to be fair, I cursed in his face when he was merely Prince, but he's still demon spawn.
Yeah, he's
would you not do it now that he's allegedly?
Oh yes,
king?
I would say. By the way, when I said blah blah blah, I meant it even when you're king. Your mom was kind of decent chap in her own way. She was kind of cute, but you're just an ass.
She was kind of cute.
Especially
Brandon had a thing for the queen.
All I'm hearing is Landon is actually just Alucard.
For collapsing the first Labour government in many years, because your big-eared things just got offended because you were doing the bidding of people that the Whitlam was threatening to divulge the American operation in Pines Gap.
I'd never forgive him for Diana. That's it.
Yeah.
Like I can never.
All I'm hearing is Landon is actually just Alucard, and Queen Elizabeth shows up, and he's just like, "Oh my God, is that Betty?"
Yeah, I say so. I mean, I don't blame her for her actions of her children. I blame her for honoring the legacy, which is royally. Because if I were royal born, I would be embarrassed and say, let's just terminate this whole thing, because
can we just not? Let's just turn it off and turn it back on again.
Pretend to be appointed by God to rule, as opposed to being decent folks. So
can we cease and desist? He says.
I have a royal story, but
Please.
it wasn't the UK royalty. It was the Spanish royalty. When I was, this is also tied into Warhammer. Whenever I would go up to
I'm leaving.
It all ties back to Warhammer.
It's all turtles all the way down. There was this great place called Epicurean that was a giant food court, and one of the places there was a bar that I used to drink at, and during the daytime there was this very pretty but very quiet Spanish student who was working behind the bar there. And we talk a few times, and she was big into. She was currently reading through the Harry Potter books because it was helping her learn English, and it was also helping her to. It was just passing the time. She was dating an Irish guy who would sometimes pull up in a bike, and they'd go off to have lunch together. And she seemed very chill. Turns out she was 17th in line to the throne of Spain.
Interesting.
And you know, she never you wouldn't have seen it.
So
You
which
wouldn't have known
one, the pre-Franco line or
the
post-Franco
pre-Franco.
Time to do
So I
17
suppose-
murders. What?
Because the post-Franco people are an embarrassment to reality. So, in my opinion.
Well,
What?
most royals are.
An embarrassment
So,
to
just
reality?
to be-
That sounds
I am
extreme.
not completely anti-monarchist, right? I had a
Sure.
really fun time chatting with the King of Belgium, who came to the United States, and there was a Union strike action happening on our transit line, and he refused to cross the line to go and give a speech because he wanted to honor the people who had a labor dispute.
That's
and
pretty
so,
cool.
And
That's
so
cool,
we had a
I'm here
wonderful
for
time
that.
talking about the history of the monarchy of Belgium.
Here's your medal for not being the worst. Good shit.
I'll tell you the one royals that I would give a fuck about, and that's those kings from like those tribal nations in Africa.
Yeah.
They're kind of they seem kind of cool. There's one that was like he was like inherited it. He was like a white dude from like Minnesota, and he inherited it because of almost like a Dalai Lama situation. And there's like a picture of him in like full regalia on like an African throne. And it just looks it looks like some weird 80s comedy.
He's out here and he's just pro Wakanda.
Hell yeah.
I'm on drink 4, by the way.
The reversed version of Coming to America.
Yeah, the sequel going to Africa. Yeah.
Yes.
But like royalty is like the same reason I like history and all that. It is a connection to a past, but at the exact same time, we kind of outgrew a lot of our worst elements. Great example is we don't try to have like rain dances to appease the sky god anymore.
But we should
just
probably also do rain dances more often because they seem kind of cool.
We should do it because it's great exercise and it'll get us off our arses.
I mean, folk
Yeah.
dancing is fine. Go
I
for
think
it.
we should
Just
all
don't.
go dancing in the woods naked more often. I actually try, like, did my
Are rain
best.
dances normally
Oh,
naked?
you're
Is that a
gonna-
thing?
Man, I don't know. There was a time where I was like, you know what would be a really good idea? Is we should get together, go like to northern Ontario, or go to a lake further north in the summertime in Canada, whether it's northern Ontario or not, doesn't really matter. But like, there's lots of lakes here, pick one. And you go and you rent a cottage with you and your friends where there's nobody else around, and you and your friends spend the entire time drinking, smoking, and being naked. Because you should get more comfortable
something
in
my mom
your
would've done
body,
back when I-
and that's
when I
one of
was
the
a
best ways
kid.
to do it.
And my very good friend in Canada, who was abused by that horrible bishop, the way he cleansed the hatred of his system is to go into a snow dance. So he went. It was
It's
place
a
that was-
cleanse.
and so he was doing this, and it was a very interesting, very slow but very deliberate dance that was quite amazing to see. It included some other substances, but that
There'd be more to it than yeah.
I would I've always wanted to try peyote just to see what, and I'd want it to be in a situation like that where it just be all nature. And I've tried shrooms.
The old nature.
And they're just surrounded by nature, like all the mountains and lakes and trees, so many trees, or desert. I'd like to maybe watch the sunrise over, unfortunately, not the States nowadays, but I could go to Fuerteventura and go to the
Tell you what,
dunes
I live
there.
in the Sonora Desert, and our sunrises and sunsets are pretty damn good.
Yeah, I've from I had a big old plan. I had a plan to take the California Zephyr at one point, and I never got around. I probably never
Hey,
will.
I highly recommend that.
I've heard
If you
nothing
go
but
through
good things.
places, you go through places that you only can get by train. They have Park Service people that will talk to you about the area like the Donner Pass or some of the stuff in Colorado. You have Coloradans that will basically, you know, expose their buttocks to you as you drive by because that's apparently a Colorado thing. And you have train people. It's an object land will tell you every detail you ever think is possible about that route,
Well,
and it is just full of history. And then you get packed in a dining car where you basically they pack the things forward, and you get to have lunch or dinner with amazing people, interesting stories. You know, I had a really good time from a member of the Parliament of East Timor, talking about, you know, things. He was amazed that a Western actually knew what Timor was, let alone what East Timor was, and you have just fun conversations, and it's highly worth going from Emerville to Chicago. Enjoy it, get a sleeper car, and enjoy yourself and mix with people. Amazing time.
So Landon, I got a question for you. I gotta jump in for a second. When you travel, do you prefer to travel in a group with at least one other person or alone? Do you have a preference?
It depends. If I'm going
Fair.
for an event,
Yeah.
I like a group because then, like, let's say an eclipse, going with a group to eclipse it, then you can share the experience. If it's me, then what I do, I like to prefer alone, but I try to also work with locals. So when it was in Ireland, you know, I went, I knew somebody who owned a castle, and went to her spot to see the spot there for stuff that was out in the boonies.
So Landon's the guy we need to go to if we want to play D&D in a castle. Got it? Yeah.
Yes.
Mhm.
And so
Right.
if it's an event with a group, because then you can, if it's myself, then I want to have connection. So for example, you know, I might, for example, do the Indo-Pacific line and happen to be in a place in Australia where somebody might be living, allegedly, and hang out with that person. That's so to having people, you know, as an individual versus a group, and enhance it. So example is, allegedly, I happen to know what red eye might look like. That's just allegedly, because
Allegedly.
I
yes.
might have
Allegedly.
I might have seen a AI rendition of that person, but you never know.
Projection.
A sketch artist's rendition of him, for a missing person report.
persons. I saw. I allegedly might have seen Red Eye on a carton of milk. I allegedly might have seen a sketch artist's rendition of what Red Eye might look like.
Sketch artist
might
from,
look like.
So he's on a go-kart with his head. A little Shriner hat on.
I mean,
fuck yeah.
It's possible that Auntie Susan might come back from the grave if I say something that might offend an Australian.
Well, I've also heard allegedly that if a space, the only way you get an echo is if it's an enclosed space.
You need to have it sound bounce off of something. Although there's other things besides bouncing that can occur. You can have radio waves bounce off of things.
Vanya, I've allegedly heard that you can only get an echo in a small and enclosed space.
No.
I mean, what about radio wave echoes, where you set on a pulse and you get these stuff back? There's other things besides, you know, echoes of things, but that's a different story.
So the reason I asked is so I did my traveling to Kansas, right, which was a good time, and my flight was relatively comfortable, you know, for a flight that is, you know, was a small
Did you click your heels together and say, "I'm not in Kansas anymore"?
I did
Yay!
in fact do that thing. Yeah, let's go. I did in fact do that thing, but also, I enjoyed my flight by myself because I met a guy who was doing studies on sleep, and he gave me a whole booklet and a whole thing who was a Canadian guy who was like, oh yeah, call us up and do this thing, blah, 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 blah. And he was like an art collector and shit. And then I also met on my way back a couple, they were a brother and sister who were traveling together for a big event that was all real estate, who were taking then a connecting flight from Toronto back out east.
Ooh.
And I was like, what the fuck? I met so many interesting people that I was just like, I enjoy traveling alone.
That's why you travel
Love
alone,
traveling
because you can then meet
so
people
cool.
and
On
along your
own
way,
terms and in your own time. Yep.
but then be anchored. So like one of my best times I had, for example, in the in Kashmir was with locals that I knew there and had an amazing time. By the way, just a plug for Kashmir, one of the most beautiful places that have people that I've ever been to. It is just extraordinary.
My boy,
Well, to me,
And I would say to the free countries that claim it, leave it alone. Let the Kashmirian be Kashmirian and stay away, because they're nice. You're not.
Okay.
I think I had more fun in Kansas than I was probably legally allowed to have, but that's not the point.
Legally.
Now, Lev has also, you've done some traveling too, right?
Yeah, I was very lucky to have been raised in a family with two members of the Irish airport staff, which means we got hell of deals on flights. And on top of that, it was the Celtic Tiger of the 90s. As it turns out, we were talking out of our ass on how much Ireland was worth, but no one cared at the time. More money was going towards flights. And that means I got to travel. And while I didn't get to go to like incredibly exotic, strange places like say Landon does, I did get to go slightly off the beaten track. I would go to like Egypt, and I'd go to I've been to the Middle East a couple of times. I went to Cyprus. Oh my God! If you can drive, rent a Jeep in Cyprus and drive along the coast there. So pretty.
Cyprus is an amazing place.
And
Highly recommend.
then, as I got older, I
feel
focused my
jealous.
attention onto America, and that's one reason why we're ended up here now. And it was, but I have a travel bug, and I love it. I just love to travel, and I love airports. There's something unique about airports. They are dirty, they are noisy, they are overpriced as hell. They are there's something about it. They're very cold. I always feel very cold in an airport. But
Yeah, they're a
here's
little
the thing.
chilly.
Yeah, it's better than being very warm, Christ. But you do notice it. But you know what? It's my thing. I love.
I went to
travel.
Florida in the winter, and I went to Florida in the dead of summer, and both times I felt like I was gonna melt. I was like,
Florida can be
why is
like
the
that.
air made of soup? What is happening? I
went-
feel like I'm swimming.
I was in Florida for the blizzard of '96. Our flight got delayed, and it was just the eastern seaboard was just turned to fucking ice.
And it's funny you mentioned Florida. I've been in Florida where I was on the way to Antarctica, where it was
Nice.
it was colder in Florida than it was at the South Pole.
With Jeranism?
Really?
That's
Yes,
nuts.
I'm serious. Now, probably that the South Pole was having record highs and Florida was having record lows, but still. And what was really bad was that the fish that are out in the near waters were floating upside down. And as soon as it got to be a little bit warmer, it was time to for your olfactory senses to get away, because
That seems bad.
Anyway, back to say for traveling, right? I'm going to do some more traveling later on, and I want to go back to Ireland, because the last time I was there, I was a guest at Mandalay Castle. If you know what that is or where it is and who owns it,
I know the name.
But still, it's one of the Irish castles that's really a castle as opposed to an
1800s mansion restoration where they put some crenellations on the top and called it a castle.
Yes.
During the Romantics era, where they were kind of idolizing medieval times, but these weren't like war places. But we have there's a really nice one. Drumkieran is up the road there, and that is one of those.
Yeah.
But it has these huge gardens, and it's a lot of weddings take place there. They have two massive halls. Where I'm from, Swords, next to it is Malahide, and Malahide Castle is the same thing. But we also had 2 towers, one Norman Square one and one older one from the monastery, the monks.
Nobody
9th century.
quote this man saying that he has 2 giant holes, all right?
So
I have
this
2
particular
giant
castle
holes. They are very
in
wide.
Ireland was actually built to commemorate Queen Victoria's ascension to the throne, but it burned down in basically the interior burned down in 1920. And so this person who owns it now has been restoring it back to its original glory. And
That's cool.
So anyway, but see, then this person took me out into the countryside with these wonderful taverns that were just extraordinary.
Oh,
right?
this could be. Do you know what county it was?
It is near. Let's see the county in it was in the county of Dublin.
Caverns in Dublin.
I'm being told by the chat.
But we went outside that, so I don't know where the boundary is for there. We're outside of that. We went out into the countryside where the roads were more textured than paved, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I know that all too well.
But it was a fun thing because the people there, you show up, you're decent, and you hear stories and all kinds of things. And you didn't care if the stories were real or not. They're just fun.
I've been informed that some people are lying about me and about why I didn't make it to the this has been going around. This has been going around a few times, and now there's some
Veda
audio.
just cooking up stories, fantastical stories, and everyone believing her blindly because it's convenient. Believing her blindly without any paperwork, without any orders, nothing. Just trust Veda because it's convenient, isn't it?
No one's ever falsified information about the goblin. Everything that's been published about the goblin is obviously true because
everything that's ever been said about me ever is true is my favorite way of handling nonsense. And I don't know if Landon has learned that from being around me enough or if he figured that out on his own.
I think so. He has learned that from being around you.
I don't know. Ask Landon.
And it could be both, actually.
And true now.
Maybe.
Now I know that Manya, if she actually documents stuff, obviously that's fake. But for if it's literally about Chesh, it's obviously real. Is that the way it goes?
Oh, okay. No, the thing is that apparently Veda left a voice chat to that group that was all coming together and sharing court documents that they weren't supposed to share amongst each other. These documents are supposed to be sealed, and these people were just sharing with each other left, right, and center. And Veda put in a voice clip of hers in there saying that for some reason, Chesh streaming about how her experience in the court after she came back to Canada after being the witness the first time when she was enough for the judge to say that she's not welcome back in the court. But for some reason, Erin immediately streaming in her hotel room after the hearing and then being adjudicated as a harasser by the court.
I didn't stream until I got back to Canada, which was a couple of days later, and I was streamed in response to Erin, Yeah,
after Erin streamed. So it's like
allegedly that meant that I wasn't allowed to be in the court anymore, and then I turned out as a witness for Renell's hearing. So
for Renell's case, where I was also a witness.
So this whole time I've been back last year and a half ago, Erin was running around saying, "Oh, I know the real reason why Chesh wasn't allowed," and I've been like, "I would love to tell me, please. What are you? The fuck are you talking about? Because I don't know what the hell she's talking about." And then she never did, and then she brought it up again, and I was like, "What are you talking about?" So she keeps threatening me with this supposed information that she had, and she never put it out. So now I finally know that she was going off of some dumb fucking thing that Veda alleges definitely happened. It's like, oh, okay.
I think so what was happening was she was waiting on Veda to give some sort of either transcript or paperwork or an order
she
from
wasn't.
judge saying
she was just bullshitting, going right off of whatever she said.
She was bullshitting because it was convenient. So, so that's what it was.
Obviously.
And now we know that. And Aaron is like, no, I believe Veda. I'm like, of course you believe Veda.
I mean,
because
of
it's
course you
convenient for
believe
you.
Veda. Also, who cares? Why does everybody
Veda has to
care if
say.
you believe Veda or not? Like, as if that
Yeah,
matters.
unless you have a court document signed by judge saying so, there's nothing that no one has to believe anything that come out of your fucking mouths or your assholes. So
Well, even
yeah.
besides that, it's like, I mean, me not going to Steve. I'm so sad I didn't get to go to Steve. But like, it's not in their favor for them not to get me to go to Steve's hearing if their whole argument is that the only reason I'm showing up to court is to fuck over Steve.
Right?
Like, doesn't that kind of fly in the face of X, Y, and or Z? I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like so like they're so desperate and they don't realize they're just committing contempt over contempt over contempt and just stretching it forward, and judges do not like that. And
So-
Erin is now going as far as now she's dog whistling on Twitter on how to find information about Charlotte McIver on Facebook. And I'm like,
So why-
are you fucking
Like,
kidding
searching
me?
for her name.
Why
Like,
don't these people
Yeah,
Anya,
with-
just shut up about it and not say anything
Ego.
and let the thing die
Ego, yeah.
away?
Two things: ego, and their content is their victimization. That's what it is.
Great
That's
question.
why.
Next question.
Next question. So yeah,
There's actually, I think Landon's got a really good question. If you've got a court order and you've got a bunch of like, this is obviously the case that is going on, why do you
Ego.
not just like do that? Do you think
Ego.
ego is like ego alone? Because I think it's a little bit more than that.
I think it's ego and trying to impress Steve. I think so that too, and trying to.
Why would you
say,
want to impress Steve?
I ask them.
Oh,
But I
fair
think so they're
enough.
trying-
Because
they're
maybe
trying
they're
to-
part of a sex cult.
No, they are
Exactly.
definitely part of his sex cult. That's not a that's
Well, there
not
you go.
maybe,
That's
my
why.
friend.
So and also the fact
Mm.
that they want to be Katie Joy's victims so bad because then it gives them that notoriety on YouTube. That's why.
Getting notoriety by being a victim of a bigger
It
YouTube.
gives them the attention they crave that they don't get amongst their own family.
Do you remember? Okay, you
Right?
guys remember Mika, right? She's been
Mika
on the
Resurrected?
channel. She's been around. Yeah. She talks about
Yeah.
rhetoric and stuff, and she's talked about like H3, and she's talked about like Hassan, and she's talked about a bunch
Which
of
she
like.
got a little bit wrong, but okay, yeah, we can talk about that.
Well, yeah, she doesn't have to get everything 100% correct
Right.
or agree with her 100% of the time.
Right,
Doesn't
yeah,
matter.
yeah.
But
Yeah.
like, I mean, I was criticizing FTFE the other day, right? Where I was like, "Listen, don't fall for this trap." Oh no, he fell for this trap, right? Oh no, and so that's fine, whatever. But like, you don't have to agree with somebody 100% of the time about every single thing ever to have like to be like, yeah, no,
Sure.
that's fine.
No, what I just
You
heard
don't-
is Chesh and Craig are enemies now. And she's gonna
Chesh and
force
Craig are
them
enemies
themselves
now,
to
so I'm
death.
gonna make sure that his character gets killed in Star Trek.
Yep.
That's what's
Yep.
that's
Throw them right into the black hole.
Oh
right
my
into the
God.
black hole. I'm sending him into the abyss. So like with like, cause Mika got into shit with H3 because she criticized something that they had done, and then Ethan was like, well, fuck this lady, right? And then it kind of didn't go anywhere.
No, it didn't.
So like
Fizzled away.
there's reasons why those things go somewhere and reasons why they don't, right?
Oh yeah.
There's reasons why these things pick up steam and why they don't. Mika handled it correctly. When you handle it correctly, you handle it in the right kind of way, it stops these things from imploding and then like reverberating out across the internet into a bunch of nonsense. But then you have bigger YouTubers that do it on purpose, where you get like
Yeah.
H3 versus Hassan Piker, who go out of their way to respond to it in a way that's going to amplify the problem. Because they're both like, I'm the problem, but I'm gonna say you're the problem. And when they both do that, it bounces and ricochets and implodes into everybody losing their fucking minds.
Yeah.
Time for drink 5 and 6. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Boo!
I
I'm falling behind. I'm just gonna do a
Come
shot
on.
to catch back
So-
up.
Come on,
so-
Son of a bitch.
Drink up.
Double
So
time
the
it.
thing is that that's the thing, right? That's the thing about ego, and again, that's the thing about getting notoriety and hoping that they would make it big on YouTube through
Yeah,
such,
but who the fuck is trying to
conflicts.
make it big on YouTube by talking about fucking Katie Joy? Like, don't get me wrong, she's not like a small YouTuber, like, and like there are
They
things that
think
are
it's
easy to
possible.
criticize her about, but like it's so
They thought for
like
5 years, 5 to 7 years, that it was possible. Until
Oh
now,
my
they've decided.
God.
Now they're realizing it's not. But the problem is because the anti-Katie Joy, that crowd that hides
No,
in
they're
the
not
Discord
now
server
realizing. Back in the day, back when like Steve and I were still working together, Erin contacted me. Remember when we were doing that time of the month stuff when she was on that? She contacted me, and you might have been part of that conversation where she was like, I'm stuck doing Katie Joy shit. How do I get out of doing Katie Joy shit without
yeah.
losing all my fucking numbers?
And you gave her advice on that, but she, for some reason, because she's lazy, she didn't
Well,
follow that
she's-
advice, and here we are
She's
now.
almost trying. It almost seems like she's trying to follow it now, which is kind of cracked.
No, she's not. She's going back to Katie Joy again.
Oh no, Erin, no!
because they were like more. I think so. There's more.
I need to make my. I have a
court
video
paperwork come
that
out.
is. I have a video that is members only. That is titled "Erin is a lobotomized goldfish piloting a
Can you
meat
make it
suit."
non-members?
Should I
Can you
make
make
that
it non-members?
not members only?
Please,
Okay.
I insist. Because
I
I think
will
so.
do
You're
that
covering
right now.
because you are covering her coverage of my video that I made about the whole GoFundMe thing.
Oh,
Remember?
am I? I don't even remember what's
Yep.
in that video. I just remember that
I-
she's a lobotomized goldfish piloting a meat suit. That's all I remember.
Because she like accused me
Best
of like
analogy
GoFundMe fraud.
ever. I don't know, these people are crazy.
Yeah,
just- This seems like so counterproductive for somebody who like wants to create something, and the first thing they do is just dogpile on somebody else, and then when that drops off, they don't just pivot into anything else. They just double down with it.
yeah,
Or,
and
like,
not only
This is what the
they're
advice
not-
that I gave. And like Lev has been around. You've seen some shit. Landon's been around. They've seen some shit. Right? You guys have seen some shit go down. And my advice, and you can tell me if you think my advice was wrong. What I had told her was that what you need to do is start interweaving different content about whatever it is that you want to make, and you're going to see a dip in those numbers, but then start promoting it on your more popular stuff. So if talking about Katie Joy is the popular thing, when you're doing your Katie Joy videos, say, hey, I also do this, and direct people over that direction. So you're going to see a dip in those videos, but you don't see a dip in your overall numbers, and then it will slowly pick up over time, and then you slowly start doing less Katie Joy stuff. That was the advice I gave.
Were they coming for what would her audience be like? Katie Joy stuff or her? Because they should be coming to see her.
I think that
talk
was
about
the
whatever.
problem, is that people were there to see someone shit on Katie Joy. They didn't give two shits about Erin.
That's
a
something
problem.
That is a huge problem. And hell, like, why even
No, that's a
bother
really
do
good
anything?
point.
Yeah.
But
I
I have to say that all this stuff, I guess you call it the company or whatever it is. I don't know if they sell stock
Yeah,
in
whatever.
their stuff.
Yeah.
It is such boring crap, and there's so much more wonderful things in the world to focus on.
If you make a YouTube channel where you're spending all of your time shitting on something and you don't do anything that you actually enjoy, you're gonna have a bad time. I enjoy rhetoric, I enjoy argumentation, and so I might be talking about somebody who's annoying the shit out of me, but like the concept is still something that I enjoy. I enjoy talking about volcanoes. I enjoy fucking around with Harvard courses. I enjoy Final Fantasy. I like hanging out with Dapper, regardless of whatever the dumb shit he's talking about.
And the majority of stuff you do, but
like
these
Warhammer
other people,
or creationists.
These other
These
people
Warhammer
seem
creationists.
to just have the same shtick over and over and over again. As a good friend of mine once said, if you have nothing to say, please say it at least once, right? They say
Right,
it
oh
over and over.
no, absolutely. I've
what
given
we
that
fucking
advice so
told
many
you.
fucking times. So many fucking times I've been like, listen, if you do a good job doing a debunk, you don't need to do it more than once.
Yes.
right? That's why my like GoFundMe video that I made about Steve and Aaron and all that, it's just one video. I don't have.
Well, that's
to
why
say
my
anything more.
GoFundMe, where Steve fucking said he was gonna sue Katie Joy or whatever, is one video, and that's it.
Yeah, and that's what we told Steve. We were like, listen, either you make one video about all the shit that Katie Joy said about you, make that and move on, or if you're really that bothered by it, then take it through a proper route and sue her. He tried the restraining order method, didn't work out, and he also wasn't honest with us about it.
Well, he didn't
right?
do this. He never filed for the proper restraining order.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He didn't file. He settled outside of court, but also he never told us what happened with it, right? He just said that his lawyer has told us that he is not that he shouldn't talk about her, right? And then the defamation one, he never followed it up. Like the hip
Yeah.
pocket service, he had a year to work on that. I don't know what the fuck he paid the lawyer for, and then he never filed it, never followed through with it. Like, what the fuck? And then because he never followed through with it, it got dismissed with prejudice. That means he could never bring up those same charges again against her. Like, and then we were like, what the fuck, dude? We were like, you had one chance and you blew it.
It's not even you had one chance. It was you had one job.
You had one job and you fucking blew it. And then he just kept doing these fucking stupid streams where Chesh had to remind him again and again, like, when are you filing, you dipshit? Because, you know, the clock is ticking, right?
I think one of my favorite things that happened over that is that I did that, and that was the time when the people who hated Steve, who were trying to harass you and harass me because we were tertiarily related to Steve, were like, oh, let's take all these clips of Chesh telling Steve to go fuck himself and then put it into a video. And I was like, wow. It was almost like I was doing this the whole time. Unreal.
I
Unreal.
still don't understand who gives a bleep whether it's doxing or not. Whether it's, I mean, what's
Okay, no, you're right. You're right. There's two things to this. No, Landon is correct. Who gives a fuck about doxing, and why should they care? This is a totally...
No, not doxing, but whether a certain event was doxing, right?
Whether or not a certain event was doxing. And why do you care if someone was doxed? So there's two things with this. One is that whether or not it was actually a dox. Because there's so much when people are like, I was swatted, I was doxed, this shit happened to me, and it's not what it is. It's somebody Googled your fucking address. If your address is on fucking Google, it's not a goddamn dox, you dumb motherfucker. Second off, have you seen what people are able to do with GeoGuessr? If someone wants to know where you are and you took a selfie in a park near your house, they know where you live.
Yep.
The Facebook is not safe. The internet is not a safe place. Stop pretending it is. Stop it. Third off, doxing requires a specific amount of information, not one of those pieces of information. Someone might be able to find your location. Just because somebody can find your literal address does not make it a dox. Even if that information is not public for whatever reason, usually your address is publicly available information, even as like a general private citizen, that is public information, usually because it's available on real estate sites, but whatever the fuck, regardless. You need to have at least 3 pieces of information. There has to be a phone number. There has to be another piece of identifying information and a location. So, if it's only your location, like your house, generally that is already publicly available anyway, and you're just dumb and don't know any better, and that's your fault. That's not everybody else's fault. When it comes to a phone number, your phone number may or may not be available depending on how you use it. So if you use your phone number for your taxes, or if you use your phone number for like any kind of like, I need to log into Twitter, don't pretend that Twitter is a private fucking place. It's fucking not. Elon Musk is a piece of shit.
Also, why are you on Twitter? Stop
being on Twitter!
Yeah.
Go to Blue Sky.
Yes.
Blue Sky is superior.
Yes, Blue Sky is superior.
And if you want to be fringe, do Mastodon.
Mastodon's also kind of cool. The other one is another like identifying piece of information, like something like a driver's license, something like your plates, something like if you take a picture with your fucking car, you're an idiot. Stop it. Stop doing things like that. So like Facebook will, if you are like, I'm gonna take a selfie at this restaurant, and that restaurant makes their location available on Google Maps, and available on Facebook, then too bad everybody knows where you were. I don't know what to tell you. Nobody doxed you. That's not what doxing is. If you're an idiot and do something like, I don't want this person to get my location, so I'm going to I'm going to frame them in court for publicly available information, you're the one who made your address public because you have to file your address with your public fucking court case. I don't know what to tell you after that. I don't know what to tell you. If it makes anybody feel any better, I am not registered where I'm currently located. I don't live here, as far as anyone is concerned. I don't know what to tell you.
Sounds like Chesh's committing voter fraud.
Yeah.
What? No! That's a different issue.
Yeah,
Put her in the contraption.
Oh my god. Tax evasion.
My
Insert
very,
here.
very, very first video is a tour of my place because I
Oh,
knew
no.
that somebody one day would be pissed off at me for whatever reason. I just knew. So I kind of went, you can't blackmail me with my nudes. I'll just take a picture of myself naked sort of approach. And I have
I had
never
people calling me nudes. That was fucking
received-
wacky.
I have never once received any hate, and I've occasionally gotten gifts that are very nice.
People
nice.
tried to
Yeah.
find out. People tried to like create trouble for me on Kiwi Farms and that other site. What's that other site, Chesh? 4chan and stuff.
4chan?
And yeah, that's when I realized that I was in danger of getting, getting,
A little bit more. It got a little bit more real. Put it that way.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. So I deleted my LinkedIn profile, deleted all my Facebook profile. I don't have anything. Got my address off. Scrubbed my fucking whole thing from the internet, so you can't find me now anywhere.
Well, that was like a whole thing that we went through.
Yeah, Chesh and I sat down and we did it, and I kind of realized because I'm a person of color and stuff, that's why such things come towards me more
And
viciously.
stuff.
Yeah,
And stuff.
yeah. Like I'm a person of color. I'm a woman, and so these things comes towards me more viciously.
Wait, you're a woman?
than-
You're
yeah,
a color?
I know.
You're a color?
Yeah.
I,
Oh well, according
You're
to some person,
colored?
I'm not a person of color. I'm a white
You're
bitch, or
A?
one shade away from being a white bitch. So
You're,
yeah.
I'm sorry, did you just say you're A? No, that's only Canadians. I'm A.
Hey,
You know,
Ew.
Lev reminded me of something when he said, you can't blackmail me with my nudes if they're public. I'm nude in pretty much all my videos.
Right?
Mostly,
See?
yeah.
that's true.
Yeah.
You have
Yeah.
like your very fancy monocle and your top hat, but other than that,
Yeah.
like I've said this before, like if you
And he'll say it
two,
again.
and I will continue to say so because I love the sound of I absolutely would be nude on stream a lot more, not for sexual reasons, just especially in the summertime. It gets so humid here.
I did
So
I did a topless stream on a stream with like 2 different gens that are both like intersex and trans women, and did like a whole thing. And then this one guy who's a fan of Aaron, by the way, got really, really upset because he didn't like my shoulders.
What?
Very
Yo, yeah, you
specific.
didn't hear about that?
No. That's
Oh my
so fucking
god,
dumb.
it was
That is
so
a very specific thing to get angry
that was
with.
an odd thing because looking down, I assume,
Is
unless
he fine?
they're
No.
similarly
Better, but,
vertically challenged.
what?
Why would anyone care?
Right? You would think. You would think. Why would anybody fucking care? No, not my. No, my shoulders are like. You can see one at a time, but as soon as there's two of them, it's too much. Illegal.
Oh god, yeah, it's Jover. It's Jover.
It's
Corrupting,
Jover!
corrupting the youth of today with hot shoulder action. My god.
I had somebody
we
on
have been-
Blue Sky the other day, like today, being like, men want to sleep with you, which was literally nothing about what I said. I know Lev saw what I said. I know Athens saw what I posted. I'll read it out. Let me grab it real quick. Hold on. So take me a second. One second. Okay. I said, women, we need to take the longer outlook. For those who come after us, stop being too considerate of the short term. Stop lying to men when they suck in bed to placate their ego. The bar at least needs to exist. I beg of you. Now, does that say anything about my sexual activity?
No.
No?
I mean, it could be argued that by virtue of saying something about men being inadequate in some circumstances, that it implies that you have sex with men at least sometimes.
Sure.
But it doesn't
you need to have
state it.
some.
It doesn't explicitly say that, right?
No.
So somebody said, wait, men want to have sex with you? Which I thought was very funny. Because
In all fairness,
I,
we're not the most picky of people, so.
what the fuck? First off,
Ouch.
whoa, whoa.
I can keep up with drug Jesh. It's not that hard.
What? It shouldn't be. Listen. Okay, you're not
Sure.
just dealing. All right, to be fair, you're not dealing with just drunk Chesh right now. You're dealing with
What, you
Chesh
have blunts
having
before it started?
drank, who is also bleeding everywhere, and I have 3
Yeah.
days where my brain
Oh.
proceeds to operate about 50% capacity, where it's like, I'm sorry, I'm too busy being in pain right now. I am not as fast. Like I said, there's a reason why I bought 0 sugar and didn't notice and bought the wrong flavor of pickles, alright? It's because I wasn't going slow enough because I'm busy doing my normal speed of things, and normally my brain keeps up with my normal speed of things. But sometimes I'm going my normal speed and my brain is fucking 3 yards that direction.
When you
And
get
then for
drunk,
some reason,
you
I'm
get
always one of the ones
very-
who learns about it first.
Yeah, because I yell at you about it.
It's true.
I have to complain
Like,
to
I'm in
somebody.
pain. I just get a message. I'm in pain, and it's like, are you on your period? Yes.
He gets a
Okay.
message and it's just me going, ah!
It's like, oh, period, huh?
Oh, yeah? Is that what's going on? Surprise.
He'll be able to organize his calendar around that.
Yeah, okay. What did you want to say? Go.
Oh, just saying that when you get drunk, you get very, very animated, and I'm here for it.
Oh, yeah. No.
You are
So the only
you're
reason I
fun
have...
drunk.
The only reason I
Yes.
have a webcam is because I am a cartoon character. Like, that was a decision that is a decision Twitch made. Like, before I met Steve, I was doing art on Twitch, and I was doing relatively well for myself. And, I asked... Steve, kinda, a little bit, yeah, arguably. But, regardless... But the main reason I even got a camera in the first place is because I am so animated. Like, my face is just super duper animated, and I talk with my hands a lot.
And your
So
hands.
people were
Do you
like,
have
we need to
Italian
see
blood in
you.
because you talk with your hands a lot.
No, I talk with my hands a lot. I am not Italian. There's nothing in my heritage that is Italian. I just talk with my hands a lot.
And your arms, actually. I don't know, maybe it's a height thing, but you definitely do. You gotta. What?
There's a clip. There's a clip out there somewhere of one of the times I was drinking on like one of these kinds of streams. I think I talked to Dapper about this not too long ago, or maybe it was you. Recently, I talked about this, and I was talking and I did one of these, and I hit the glass. And I sent the glass flying, and it shattered. And so I didn't do it. Wasn't me. I don't know. No. Anyway, what was I
We must
talking
have a
about?
poltergeist.
No, there's... Oh, well, okay, so this house, definitely haunted. Dapper wants me to take some video footage with my phone in this city I live in, because the city I live in is also the city where they did a lot of the filming for the Silent Hill movie.
Okay.
So it's spooky here.
Yes.
So I also went to a
Gotta be
high school that is definitely haunted.
And I want to point out, I would never add fake ghosts to any footage that Chesh would ever shoot of spooky things. So if Chesh takes some
It better be
images
really fake.
of spooky haunted places and there's ghosts, I didn't do that. Especially if they're dinosaur ghosts.
I cannot wait. I really, really, really want to get onto a call with Dapper one time when it's like 2 in the morning and super foggy because it's between being hot and cold. Because it gets really foggy here sometimes when that happens.
Nice.
And some of the places like downtown here are like uber like spooky looking. It looks great. And I absolutely want to just like get on a call and be like, hey Dapper, I'm downtown right now. I'm about to get ganked
That
by a
sounds
blood
awesome.
monster.
Or,
So I
you
need to
know,
go down.
just some
I need to
dudes.
go down to the root cellar to get an onion because it's part of the
Onion.
preparation there.
What?
And from our garden, and I'm gonna go ahead and change the rum for something else. I'll be right back, but I'll be listening to folks.
I need to
'Cause I'm
go
on
down
drink
to my
number
root
5.
cellar to get an onion.
Onion.
That's,
BRB.
by the way,
Anyway.
not be confused with his wine cellar. Or, like a
Right? I like
Yeah,
to
I have a
imagine.
wine
Have you
cellar
guys
too,
ever
but-
seen Jackie Chan's wine cellar? Because that shit's crazy, and that's what I imagine
This
is in
one-
Landon's
So-
house.
That's very cool, by the way, man. Yeah, that is.
This one I
fancy
got
keyboard.
for work because I'm bored of my keyboard at work. So this is for work.
Yeah. So anyway, so I'll be
I
back.
got
I'll bring back
bored.
some more alcohol. I'm on drink number 5. So
I'm
so
falling
I just
behind
finished-
because I'm talking too
Come on.
much.
I just
So-
finished
Except
4 and got
then-
5 and 6. So, Chesh,
Chesh,
step
eh,
up.
how long are we going to stream?
However long we want to. It's rum and coke night. There's no rules here.
I'm looking at
Oh.
his. I'm looking at his wine cellar right now, and damn.
Damn.
What was I talking about before I went on a whole ass tangent? I had a thing that I wanted to say and now I don't remember what it was.
Drunk. Now, ancient drunk wisdom. If you can't think of it at the time, don't force yourself. Continue on with the conversation. It will come back naturally. Or it
What
won't,
I
and
like
that's
to
okay.
do is, so I have come to a place in my life, and I have been here for a long period
Folksy
of
wisdom.
time, and is that I can trust my brain to work on shit in the background.
Yeah.
But it is also not fair to trust my brain to work on shit in the background while I've been drinking when I'm on my period. This is not reasonable.
Trust the method. You know, you know, just
Yeah,
Close your
2
eyes.
days from now, I'll remember what it was. Great.
when that happens, DM me and tell me what it was, and I'll be like, wow, that
Okay,
only took
all right.
4 days.
Okay, first off, I gotta tell you a story. When I was in grade 10, I'm pretty sure it was grade 10 English class. It was in the portable, and I think the teacher's name was Mr. Cameron. I might be wrong. I was trying to remember something at lunch. I couldn't remember what it was. We had a silent reading period set up for our grade 10 English class. Everybody was silently reading in the
And you
portable
remembered.
after fucking lunch. And I just was reading and I stopped, put my book down, slammed both of my hands on my desk and said, Johnny Depp! I just yelled out Johnny Depp. Because somebody had asked me who was the actor in this thing. I can't remember what they asked me. They asked me, like, who was acting in this specific movie. And I couldn't remember who, and I'm like, I know the answer, but I can't remember who it was. And I was like, it's okay, I'll let my brain work on it in the
It's on
background.
the tip of my tongue.
It wasn't. I was like, it's okay, my brain will work on it in the background. And my brain did that, and then my brain went, this thing! I
And
then
you get
stopped
punished
what I
for
was
it?
doing, looked
The whole
around the room,
time.
and went, it's fine. This is fine. Pick my book back up. It works!
She
Did
was
you write it
having
down?
a moment, an adventure.
Eventually. It's one of those
Honestly,
things.
Oh, here's something I heard. I think it was Hank Green. He was asked this recently, and it was, where does your thoughts go when you're not thinking of them? Like, where did they come
Okay.
from and where did I go?
You say that,
And-
but he also recently put out a video about why do you have fucking hair on your booty hole, which was absolutely something I needed to be a thing for Rum and Coke Night.
That's proof of the lack of intelligent design, because if intelligent designer, they would not put hair down there.
Okay, we've got a couple of questions.
We wouldn't have a...
There's so many things. There's so many things. Okay,
What did I
first
just
off,
hear? What the fuck happened here? What?
no. I need to know. There's one thing I have to ask, and Landon, you do not need to answer this question now that you're back. You do not have to answer it publicly. There's your onion. That's a very lovely onion. Is that a white onion?
It's a red onion from our garden.
It's a red onion specifically, which means it's got that stronger taste.
Before Chesh goes any further, I'm gonna hop off the call. I have to go. It's Sunday for me, so I have to start prepping for tomorrow. Tomorrow's work day, and
All right, fine.
Manya's been spending too much time at her real job. We know.
How dare you be responsible and good at something?
yeah, I have to start
bitch.
mentally prepping now for tomorrow, or
Making
else
us
I
all
won't get
look
into
bad.
the
Next time we're on a volcano show, because check out Manya, she's an important part of the volcano show. So
yeah. So yeah, thanks for having me, guys. I know I haven't added a lot to the conversation today, but it was nice to have you join the.
What? Who told you that was true?
Yeah, you were
somebody lied to you. What the fuck? Who's lying to you, Manya?
All right, I take that back. All right. Okay, cool. Thanks a
will be
lot for
lesser
having me. Yeah. Hopefully we do another Rum and Coke soon, and yeah, I'll see you guys around. So yeah.
Yay.
Keep up the keep it up. Yeah, I'll see you around. Alrighty, cheers. Bye.
Bye.
So speaking of blurting out stuff, I do for everything recalled, speaking of blurting out stuff, that when I was having a lecture on my advisor when they were talking about the East India Company, I suddenly realized the answer to a question had been asked almost a year ago, and spontaneously blurted out, the answer is sin x over hyperbolic sin x.
It's the hyperbolic time chamber from Dragon Ball Z.
That's correct.
Wait, time cube?
What?
Discussing
the time cube. Where?
Because it was one of those things where it was like, I don't know why. It was because we were talking about something completely different. That this problem that I had not solved came up. I solved it, and I had to blurt out the answer. The fact that my advisor knew the question that I was answering and thought about it and then confirmed my answer was just an interesting thing.
Maybe I'm crazy, but it really sounds like the equivalent of Landon answering a question with your mom.
Chesh is professional because she's muted.
What? I'm not muted.
I hear Chesh.
He's still muted.
I mean, I'll drink anyway, but Landon can't hear me apparently.
Am I muted?
No, you're not muted. We can hear you.
Huh.
I have a question for Landon, but he can't hear me. Dapper, will you ask a question to Landon for me?
I'll be back.
Yes.
Okay. Well, he might leave. Hold on a second. Okay, he left. I'm watching. I'm watching for when he comes back in. My question is if he knows Hank Green.
Landon. Oh yeah, he's gone.
I bet you.
You have to wait for him to come back.
Well, last time I had him on my show, we were getting drunk, and I showed that history of a nuclear physicist was reacting to the History of Everything video.
The one from Bill Wirtz?
Yeah, with all like the
I
really
love that video unreasonably. Yeah. That video is so good.
It is. I just watched it with Dr. Kip Davis. He'd never seen it.
And he just like when he found
he'd never seen it?
Like an actual nuclear.
He had not.
Nuclear engineer, right? He just stopped and goes like, I wonder if I know this person. And he went and he checked, and sure enough, this random channel I'd never seen before, Landon knew the guy.
Nice.
Always.
Hey, Dapper, ask.
Landon,
ask Landon.
Always.
Ask Landon.
Landon, do you know Hank Green?
I've been at a party with Hank Green, but I don't really know him.
Landon knows everyone.
He says that like he knows Epstein. I've been at a party where he was at, but I don't know him.
No. Actually,
I went to Hank Green's private island once or twice, but I don't know.
Why do you want Hank Green's
To
list?
my knowledge, I've never been at a party with Epstein. I have been to parties of people that bragged about being friends of Epstein.
You've been to
Gross.
parties with people who bragged about knowing this guy?
Yes.
Oh
kind of a
god!
big
Then
deal for a
why
while.
did you
Oh, yeah.
give
Yeah, he
me
was.
shit for being like, oh, Chesh probably is like 1 degree away from Jeffrey Epstein? It's you! You're my 1 degree away from Jeffrey Epstein. What the shit?
This is back. I suspect those people would rather may not remind them that they bragged about him.
I've
Because
been
Epstein
bullied.
was a connection to stuff. Right?
I'm teasing. It's okay.
Like
I
underage
thought
girls?
of. To be fair, I also thought of people besides Landon that I was like, no, I definitely know a guy.
I'm gonna throw out a name because he also knows everyone. Billy the Fridge statistically probably knows somebody.
Oh
who's,
yeah, Billy
yeah.
definitely knows a guy.
He
for
is so well
sure.
connected that there's no chance in hell that he didn't know somebody who was.
And to be fair,
Assuming you
there's
didn't know him
people that are-
directly.
That might have gotten near the orbit that have nothing to do with what he did. That are hoping that no one remembers. That's the thing right now.
Oh yeah.
Is being
Oh my god.
someone who's been at a party where Epstein has been. They're hoping that no one notices that they were there. That was the.
All right, I have to share this with you guys because somebody found the image that was so offensive that I showed my shoulders were so offensive.
Ooh, we're gonna see some bare skin.
Ooh.
I mean, I could just do that, but you know, whatevs. I'm not gonna. Hold on.
Good.
Let me open it.
Our sensibilities would not survive. Our moral compasses would be
Shut up.
Yes.
obscured.
Just
We would
stop.
have to go to
Oh,
confession and repent for.
Repent.
I'd repent numerous times, maybe even on the same day.
He's Irish. He repents a lot.
We just we have a carousel from the
It's-
bookies
it's
to the
the-
church to the
it's
to
the
the
default.
pub and then repeats.
No. Where is it?
That's a
I
good
saved it to my
Family
desktop.
Guy
Where did it go?
originals.
It's gone. It disappeared. What happened? Oh no.
Oh, it's shy. Oh no.
I'm gonna say it's okay. I'll save it again. It's okay. It's fine. 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 Oh, there it is. Okay.
Oh, the guy who Peter Green, who was the main bad guy in The Mask. He died. Oh,
Yes.
I like The Mask. Mask
There it
was a hell of
is.
a movie.
There it is.
Wow.
That would.
They're so
That was
bad.
definitely. There's definitely
Okay,
places.
now that I
I've
see
been
those
to that would
shoulders
be
in that
considered
picture,
to be.
I get it. Those are disgusting.
I was more
I-
focusing on your lesbian haircut. What's going on with that?
Yeah, there's that too. Come on.
Why are you mad about my lesbian haircut?
I'm just wondering. Actually, you look like oh,
You're
you
just
look like somebody-
wondering. Don't
not-
fucking start.
I'm not
You
sure
look
it
a little
rises
bit
to
like
that
Stephen
level.
Merchant there,
What? Who?
English comedian.
Well, if you're gonna have a problem with me, having a problem with my haircut isn't fucking new.
Oh no, I have several problems with you, but also 7 problems.
Oh!
It balances it out.
The haircut is just. No, I don't look like this person at all. You made that up. I just looked them up. That is not even remotely close. You're lying to me.
Well, that's who I went. That's who my brain went to. I don't know.
That's who my brain went to.
My brain is
Nonsense.
just as broken as yours, madam. You do not have a monopoly on broken brain.
So
Oh,
I don't-
alright.
it does look a bit fuzzy. I don't know if that's been photoshopped.
No, it's not
Or-
Photoshop. It's just a shitty screenshot.
Okay.
Yeah, like 144p shit going on there. But...
I was going through somebody else's call who was then streaming out.
Ah,
And then they screen capped it. I like
you
my
have one
short
control. I
haircut.
think
My
this
hair's
is-
gotten actually kind of long at this point. I need to shave the side. I haven't
Your
done the
hair,
side in
as
a
well.
while.
Do you have any plans to do anything with it?
Not particularly. I need a cut, right? Like it's long now. Hold on, let me get rid of this fucking nonsense screenshot.
I'm due a shave.
Go away.
But look
Well, I gotta shave the side, right? Like the side's gotta get done. But it's getting long at this point.
A shave or a
kinda...
trim?
No, a shave. A shave. I use no gauge and I do this side. I do have, you'll notice, like if I go in, I'm trying to follow it along. So I have, like, you can see my hairline, right? Where there's like a hair, like it comes up and then out and then up again. So I'm trying to match the shave with where this hairline is. And
Yeah,
so
that makes
you'll
sense.
see that there's like a couple of short ones that are growing their way out to match the line. But that's that side. This has gotten long. Like my hair grows fast anyway. So this has gotten long and I want to braid it. But my hair is really slick right now. And when I say slick, I mean it falls out of the braid really, really easily. So I thought I was just bad at braiding. I was like, am I just shit at this? And the answer was no, because I asked my mom to braid it while we were watching The Grinch the other day. Because The Grinch is a great movie with Jim Carrey, and that's just a grand old time. And so she braided it, and she's like, no, this just falls out, like, instantaneously. So I need to get this braided. And then I was thinking about dyeing the braid part that I want to get braided green. So there's just, like, this green fucking vibe. But I was also debating on just maybe getting a clip. And just putting a clip in, and that clip is just, like, a streak of green. So then I don't have to worry about dyeing it. But I also already have green dye. But I have to bleach the hair to get it to be green. And it's like a whole fucking thing.
Day. You know?
I could do it for Patty's Day. That's like, what,
Yeah,
a
March.
couple months? Yeah.
March. I'll be
Is that
grateful
6
for that.
months from now?
6.
March?
No, like
What?
4.
Just, do you know how months work?
No. I can't count past 4.
That's more like 4 months, though. But that's the thing.
So yeah, that metaphor did not work for you there, huh? Well, it was the metaphor. It was
That's not a metaphor. That's just me being wrong. You don't have to make excuses for me.
we gotta give Chesh a few breaks. She's only got an IQ of 62.
I only have an IQ of
number.
62. My brain is slow, and I've been drinking. This is not fair.
You'd be better off with an IQ 61 because that's a nice prime number.
Oh, 61 would be better. How do I get more dumb, Landon?
Keep drinking and find out.
Maybe watch a few.
Shut up!
I like having this dominating effect over her. She's nobody beating my ass down. It's nice to switch it around.
You're just mad because I have legitimate fucking opinions that disrupt your regular Final Fantasy VII viewing.
That was a sentence.
She's actually a Harvard associate, so you gotta be
I'm a Harvard associate! You can't at me anymore!
It's the law.
It's the law!
Except if you are from MIT, or even better, Caltech, or even better, Cal.
Apparently the University of Toronto is number 2 in universities in the world right now, so once I'm done my Harvard things, I'm gonna abandon Harvard entirely.
Really?
Yeah,
especially
they were number 1
Toronto.
for a really long time, and they just
the
recently
zoology,
got to number 2.
The zoology department of University of Toronto is renowned on the internet as one of the first connections, a important internet site in the early ARPANET, and one of the first ones that had connections to both Europe and Australia. And so in terms of technology, the UT Zoo is what it's known as. Site is quite an important part of the internet persona.
Landon, you said technology and it reminded me of something. Do you know what the Ali G show is?
What?
So the Ali G show is a show by Sacha Baron Cohen where he played a gangster character named Ali G.
Gangster wannabe.
In one episode, he had on the one and only Kent Hovind to talk about technology, and then accused him of dropping a deuce in the toilet and not flushing and just covering it
I'm
with toilet
sorry,
paper.
I'm sorry, Dapper,
What?
how many years have we
What?
known each other?
6?
And you're
5?
telling me that Ali G had Kent Hovind on as somebody he
I'm
confronted
checking this out.
now?
I thought you would have known.
But was this Mr. Hanky coming out from underneath or from
Oh,
down
here it
below?
is. I got
I
the
bet
clip.
Chesh could find the video and we could just watch it.
Yeah.
You want to watch
hold
it
on.
right
I've got the
now?
clip
You
right
want to
here.
go find it?
Yeah, why not?
There, it's in the
Screen share
chat.
it.
Okay.
I'm drinking a Cockworks Gin. Cockworks is one of the preferred.
I mean, how much do you care
whiskeys.
about copyright claims on your stream?
Zero. On my,
Then go
on my
for-
YouTube channel that is not have enough subscribers to be monetized, yeah, I don't give a shit.
So
right.
Yeah, there's some value to being
the
tiny.
Madame Pele is from the Cockworks Distillery Company. It's sort of the preferred liquor of Madame Pele. But this is a gin from a
Why
sherry
did this
barrel.
autofill the Ali G Kent Hovind? What the fuck? This is illegal.
So what is it about Mr.
How
Hanky
could you
and
have
Kent
done
Hovind?
this to me?
Well,
How
we're gonna
could
watch.
you possibly fucking
please.
not told me this existed. This is not
Please,
believable.
show. Okay, can you show it on this? On the.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no, I'm
we-
gonna
we
screen
need the
share it.
screen.
No, I'm
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
screen share it. Yeah, no. I got you. It's coming.
I'm drinking to be prepared for this because
Oh
I
my
don't remember
God.
this. I watched Ali G religiously. I don't remember this.
Oh, it's
no.
a thing. It happened. I've seen
All right,
it. more than
everybody, shh.
once. Shh, okay.
I'm gonna turn closed captions on. All right.
Yo, science. What is it all about? Technology. What is that all about? Is it good or is it
my God.
whack? There's a bloke from round my hood, Staines, called Rainbow Jeremy, who reject everything.
All right. Okay. I'm gonna first off point out, real quick, these captions are
simpler time.
useless. The closed captions are useless.
So I'm
because
on
he's-
drink number 6. How many drinks is this person on?
Ali
Oh, Ali
G.
G? None, because Sacha Baron Cohen is just doing a character, but
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. You can't. You also did
So he's
Borat.
doing a character where the drinks he's on is all of them.
yeah.
Yeah.
To do with science. He just chill at home, he smoke his own homegrown, and check this, he don't have a telly. I ain't shitting you, he don't have a telly.
Yeah, he lives in a house though.
Yo, you
And that
can,
house
What?
is a product of technology.
There's
no, he ain't got no
Cohen right
technology.
there.
You can check out his website. He
The
ain't got
house
nothing in it.
itself.
You
The
can
house
check out his
itself.
website.
What?
He eats food.
Wait a minute. For the record, I have not been in a house that has a television set since 1979.
Wow.
Screw television.
Does it count if you have a TV if your TV is not hooked up to anything?
No,
Same, because I got
Yeah,
one
no.
of those.
that's called a monitor, not a TV. So yeah.
No, I have an actual HD TV, but it's not. Yeah, it's just not plugged in.
I have
So
two
use that.
TVs, but neither of those TVs are hooked up to cable, and they're not even hooked up to like the base like plug-in. So I don't know, and it hasn't been for I don't think I've ever paid for cable in my entire life.
We had Sky digital when it came out here. Christ, that was a big thing. And then in time we just kind of phased that out. And
We've got
I
questions
watched
in the
TV
chat. Dapper, can you explain who Ali G is?
I don't know how much more to explain other than to say it's a character played by Sacha Baron Cohen. Who is this guy?
I feel like the first question has to be, do you know who Sacha Baron Cohen is? Because if you don't know who Sacha Baron Cohen is, you're not going to understand Ali G.
He's the guy
Ali
who
G
did.
was Borat.
Borat
Yeah,
Oh,
he's
okay,
the guy who
okay.
did Borat.
Oh,
The
so this is
dictator.
like, Colbert.
and Bruno as well. If
And
anyone
Bruno,
remembers
yeah.
Bruno.
Nobody
Stephen
cares
Colbert
about
doing
Bruno.
the Colbert
All of these
show
are
type of
characters
person.
We
played
don't
by
talk
Sacha
about
Baron
Bruno.
Cohen.
Okay, so Ali G is a character like Colbert was for the Colbert show. You know.
Yes.
Kind of, yeah.
Yes. And
You are not
The cap-
getting Sacha Baron Cohen's actual, like, unfiltered, real opinions about the world here on the Ali G show.
No, he plays up a in particular he's meant to be like a he's meant to be white, or at least he's trying. He's like not black, but he wants
Ali
to act.
G is not black, but not white either, and his whole goal is to exist in this middle ground where he's from, like, quote unquote the hood, but he's not like a black guy in America.
And he's a poser. And one of his catchphrases was, "Is it because I is black?"
Yeah,
you know, which no, it wasn't. It was a different time. It was Channel 4,
and there was an entire
and Channel 4 after
show.
9 o'clock was chaos. It was great.
Well, the whole block was called the Ali G Show, and so like if you're not familiar with Sacha Baron Cohen, he also did an entire. Well, again, he did The Dictator, where his whole goal was to, I'm gonna pretend to be an Indian guy, to pretend to be a terrorist, to pretend to be a dictator, to pretend to be like a da-da-da-da-da, which was the whole movie. And the same thing with Bruno. Bruno was the same thing. And so, like, he's just done these characters. If I recommend looking up, there was a panel discussion, like a round table discussion with, like, comedians. And it had Jim Carrey, Sacha Baron Cohen, and Henry Winkler, and, like, 3 or 4 other people. It is a fantastic panel because it, like, spans decades of comedy. I absolutely recommend watching it if you haven't watched it. It's so good. It is on YouTube. It is available. So this is a character from a Jewish guy playing a character where he is not quite white, not quite black, as a poser in like the kind of like the hood sort of scenario where he is questioning all of these white guys, and he's on a panel with them where he's the host of the panel.
And one of them is Kent Hovind.
And one of them is fucking Kent Hovind.
I think I need a drink.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, no, yeah, you need a drink for this. I'll put it back. I'm just gonna start from the beginning because it's only 6 minutes long. So let's go.
That's number 6.
Yo. Science.
Science.
What is it all about? Technology. What is that all about? Is it good or is it whack? There's a bloke from round my hood, Staines, called Rainbow Jeremy, who reject everything to do with science. He just chill at home, he smoke his own homegrown, and check this, he don't have a telly.
What?
I ain't shitting you. He don't have a telly.
Yeah. He lives in a house, though.
Yo.
And that house is a product of technology.
No, he ain't got no technology in it. You can check out his website. He ain't got nothing
itself.
in it.
Okay, who is this guy? Because, like, what do you mean a house is technology, but a house isn't technology?
He's a futurologist. That's what he was said.
In a strictly technical standpoint, right? Technology is anything that you construct to aid your life in any way, or that anyone uses to aid their life in any way, that isn't just part of their own body. So,
okay, so all right,
fair point.
What? Okay, so does that mean that like, the Amish are using technology?
Yeah, they're using technology.
No, wait, no, yes.
Wait, what was the question again? I think I missed a word.
If you're Amish, and are you using technology?
Yeah, absolutely. Amish use technology.
They just peaked at a certain point and decide not to go past that point, but they're still
so
using.
I'm not arguing. I just want to understand the parameters.
I mean, right. I would say no, because one of the hypocrisies of the Amish is they pretend to be not technologists, even though they use the technology of a certain era, right? They tend to eschew modern technology because they picked a date which is okay.
I also feel like modern technology
it's a little more
is
complicated
flexible,
than that,
right?
Because Amish people often have phones that they use, not individually, but like a block of houses in an Amish village will usually have a phone. So they have certain criteria for which technologies are okay and which ones aren't, and it has to do with their theology. And it's not just, this is too new, so I'm not going to use it.
Yeah,
they have certain theology about like airflow and that being related to like the breath of God and whatnot. And I don't understand all of it, but it's not as simple as like, well, it was before 1872, so it's okay. And it's
that's why because you go to the
because
Mennonites, who at least openly admit to be hypocrites.
The level of hypocrisy is varied, right? I was on speaking of the California Zephyr, I was on a train going to Chicago, And at this point, the Chicago baseball team is in the World Series for the first time in decades. And so you had a bunch of Cubs fans and an Amish group that felt a train was sufficiently non-modern for them to travel on. And the patriarch of the so-called Amish group was worried that some of the women folk were having conversations with these Cub fans, like the classic cultures. And the patriarch would pretend to be godly, say things in sort of a German to tell people don't. And so unbeknownst to me, I understood German. At some point, I went and translated.
Wait, hold on.
The patriarch.
You didn't know that you understood German?
No, I was just listening, and he was saying things that were very non-polite. And so I basically said, by the way, this person over here, pointing to the leader of this Amish group, is said da 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 da, and I said, I dare you on your faith to deny what I've just said. You are rude. These people are honest.
Damn.
I've been listening this whole time, and I'm
cult
so
of the Amish is
confused.
something I have little respect for. Sorry, that particular.
I was on a bus with a bunch of Amish people out of Ohio. We were leaving Cleveland to go to Chicago, and I thought it was pretty strange that they were getting on a bus, but I didn't think anything of it. Like I just thought like, oh wow, those are actual Amish people. They had like the full regalia.
But at some point, Chesh had this video over here where Ken Hovind is. I haven't figured out Hovind versus this person who is this caricature of
Ali.
No, we're only like
Well, yeah, we haven't gotten to that part yet. We made it
Yeah,
40
we're only like-
seconds before we all went, what?
Okay, I will keep my mouth shut and watch this thing.
Don't lie to me. All right, I'll hit play.
It's got a website.
The
He wears
house
clothes,
itself.
shoes.
What?
He eats food.
As computers made our lives better.
I don't think there's any question about it.
Will computers ever be able to work out what 9999999999999999999 multiplied by 9999999? Yeah, I'm finished. You don't know what I was going to say. 998999999.8889 9999999999999.
The answer is yes.
The most powerful computer in the world.
Will computers figure out what 999? Who the fuck is this guy who's saying yes? Because he didn't ask a question. You didn't hear a question, right? I'm not crazy.
No, it's will computers ever be able to figure out what? And then he starts just listing off mostly
yeah,
nines.
or like, yeah, What?
In there.
What?
Then he said
What
times.
999? What? This is
Then
not.
he said
Times.
times, and then he said done. So the question is, will they be able to figure out the answer to this mathematical equation?
No,
Yeah.
I don't think that's what he asked.
He did.
I mean, I disagree, but like, okay, we don't have to
Well,
agree on this.
it's not like that's not what I heard. What I
that's
heard
fair.
is, will computers will ever be able to figure out what 9999 blah 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 blah
But
ellipses
Those of us
multiplied
with an IQ that is normal, we all heard it.
in my brain, I didn't hear the end of the question. I'll put it that
That's
way.
because the
where I
guy
was
did
like,
interrupt
he
him.
made okay, maybe the guy didn't. That's fair. If the guy interrupted
But
him,
like,
that's
it was
totally
very obvious what the question was going to be, and then he was just being a dick about it.
Okay,
Which, to be fair, he
fair,
was.
I
Drunk
guess.
talk.
Yeah, all right.
I'm normally the one. I'm
Roll
normally
the
the one
day.
doing drunk talk, and now I'm seeing.
Yeah,
it
no.
sober.
Fair enough. No, there's absolutely been times where I'm like, I don't understand what the question is.
Does
What?
36 trillion operations a second.
So would it be able to multiply 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10,
Yes.
10, 10, 10,
Yes.
10, 10,
Yes.
10, 10, 10, 10,
Yes.
10, 10?
Yes.
You don't know what I was going to
Yes.
say. Multiply, you don't even know. 10, 10, 10,
Doesn't
10,
make any
11,
difference.
Blink of an eye.
It doesn't make any
12,
difference.
13,
Whatever
11,
numbers you
12.
name, the computer
89,
will be able
20,
to handle it.
100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100,
Yes.
Million.
Yes.
Thousand.
Yes.
Million.
That's like the easiest thing that I think a computer can do. Am I wrong about that?
It is literally ones and zeros. Yes, I
Yeah.
think it will handle this well.
I like that I'm getting thumbs up from Landon because I'm like, I know that there are complicated questions and complicated equations that a computer has been asked that takes a lot of processing power. But I feel like multiplying to the power of X is not one of those things.
Mm-mm.
It's not?
Yeah, that's just multiplying two numbers. It's not that hard.
Count past
Well, it's
infinity. That's hard.
I mean, I think that it can be.
It depends on the kind of infinity.
What? Can you elaborate on it? It depends on the kind of infinity.
Well, like, if your infinity is like, oh, it's hard to count past, like, the numbers between 0 and 1, yeah, that's not that hard to do. If the counting is like, oh, it's hard to count past the numbers of, like, that form the set of all natural numbers, yeah, that's really hard to do.
Yeah, I mean, yes. I'm waiting for the.
See, Landon's on my side.
Yes, I agree with Dapper. But continue with this video because it's.
Oh, okay, hit play. I got thumbs up from Landon. Let's keep
Yes.
going.
Whatever
Billion.
numbers you want,
And
it will be able to multiply.
0.99998.
Yeah,
Yeah.
multiplication is like probably literally the easiest thing you could ask a computer to do. Am I wrong about that?
I mean, addition's a little bit easier, but, like, it's trivial either way.
Okay, got it. So you can say addition, multiplication, subtraction, and division are some of the easiest questions you could ask a computer to do, regardless of the integers.
Actually, division is much more difficult than multiplication typically.
It
Can
is.
you
That's why I try
elaborate?
never to use it.
No, seriously, competition-wise, because I imagine if I listened to that audio thing, I could post the answer to that with things that take microseconds to do.
I
Division
will
is
assume
worse
that
than
Landon can
multiplication.
do all of the math. Yes.
Yes.
There's a reason that when I'm doing computing stuff like math and Blender and whatnot to try to get like procedural models, anytime I have to
Blender?
anytime I would normally divide by a number, I always just set it to multiply by the reciprocal.
And there's a reason why like the Cray, instead of having division, would do a reciprocal multiplication. Because it's
There
good
you
enough.
go.
All right. Sorry to interrupt the video.
No. Please, by all means. All right. Go on, Ali.
Without blowing up.
Yes.
Gonna move it on a little bit. Where did men come from?
Men evolved
What?
out of lower species.
Wait,
In the way
wait,
that
I'm
all the
sorry.
species evolved.
Wait. You can't be like, hey, can a computer do multiplication and then say, where did man come from?
He just did though, so it seems like he can.
Why?
Yeah,
Dapper.
See, this is why women.
Yes.
This is why women need us. We keep you on your toes.
Yeah, we need.
No.
Women need men because why are men?
Exactly.
According to this video that Shesh reviewed about the debate, men are needed because people need to basically remove the caps off of certain containers. That's what I'm told. And be in a kitchen.
I need help. I can't open my jar of pickles.
And I'll be like, wow, this is why I got you those
I like
fucking
the
white
idea that
sets.
men are
You
out
get
here
smart.
being like, we needed to solve the fucking problems of the world. We don't know how math works in the greater universe. And women are like, nobody cares what you have to say. Open this jar of pickles. Fuck off. Like, your job is to open pickles.
From my garden.
You get things from
right?
the top shelf.
You see?
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh no.
You see, women couldn't even comprehend it. Like, they have no idea. They have no idea the power in these hands.
Unreal. Why? Okay, Dapper, I need you to give me like a very brief. Why the fuck is Kent Hovind here?
Okay, did you hear what the guy said about will they evolve from a lower species?
Oh no.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah,
What?
that's why.
Do we know who the other people are in here? Who's this guy?
like I'm not super familiar with
I like
any
how
of them. I
this,
don't think I know any of their names.
19 subscribers, 20k views, 16 years ago. Creation is nonsense. Who are you? There's no description. Who are you?
There's lots of channels like this where they have just one thing that, like, they have no real subs. They just found a clip that everyone in their mind goes, "I need to see this," and they flock to it. There's so many channels like that.
I am so okay. So my
So
grandfather was a writer who wrote reviews for the Toronto Sun, like way back in the day, and he was relatively well known. You have no idea how terrified I am that I am going to come across a clip of my own grandfather saying some dumbass fucking shit.
I know. I'd lean in on it. Hell yeah.
Oh my god, no, if I found that, I would lose my... Like, he wrote a book. And the best thing about this isn't that my grandfather wrote a book. The best thing about this is my grandfather wrote a book and my grandmother wrote a book like 90 years later. And like one of them is clearly a writer and one of them is clearly not, and they have been long since divorce, and it is very funny. In fact, I would, Landon, if and when you ever come to my like side of town, I will give you both of these books. They are not long. They are not, you'll be able to read both of them in a day. And I'm gonna be like, read this, now read this. Tell me what you think. We're not gonna record it. We're not gonna tell anybody anything about anything ever. But I want to know what you have to say about it. I'm gonna lose my mind.
It's a deal. Okay.
Yes.
Back to this video, because I have
right.
no idea where this video is going.
Okay.
It didn't start for anywhere, and it's going.
But we also don't know who this is, right? We don't know who this guy is.
I don't know.
Okay.
One, it will be able to multiply.
0.99998.
Yeah.
Computers can do multiplication.
Yes.
Yeah. Gonna move it on a little bit. Where did men come from?
Men evolved out of lower species, in the way that all the species evolved out of lower species.
This is ridiculous. This is ludicrous. If he wants to believe this happened, he's welcome to believe his grandpa was Lucy and came down from his tree or something. But that is pure religion. We offer $250,000 for anybody with any real, empirical, testable, scientific evidence.
I heard Kent Hovind start talking, and I can hear like the R slur, and it's like, I'm like, no, it's Kent, no.
He does give me a strong Muppet vibe with his voice.
And his hair.
Comb over?
I suspect the only reason why
hair
Kent Hovind wasn't in an Epstein island was that Epstein didn't think Hovind was worth the time of day. But that's just my opinion.
Oh my god!
Well, same thing with Elon. Like,
I mean,
he wasn't cool enough to go to Epstein Island.
You know, Epstein was about power. Hovind was about enabling people to do things that...
I'm dying on Landon having the opinion that Kent Hovind wasn't good enough for Jeffrey Epstein.
I could do better.
No, that's just my opinion. It's not.
Oh yeah, and Landon's opinion isn't worth any more than anyone else's opinion, literally ever. I don't know what you mean.
That I listened to the entire reciting of that person's so-called thesis.
Oh.
Yeah. Jess, you were there for that, weren't you? You were one of the people who helped me read it, weren't you?
You mean the "Hi, my name is Kent Hovind"?
Yeah.
And one of my things, if I ever encounter that person, I'm going to ask him questions about his thesis.
Good. He won't be able to answer you effectively.
Isn't the clip at the beginning of the majority of your videos like, how would you define a dinosaur?
Yes. Yes, virtually all of my videos start with a clip of me asking Kent Hovind directly how he would recognize a skeleton as the skeleton of a dinosaur. And him saying, well, I never really thought about that. That's a good question.
Yes. By the way, Dapper, I would recommend that you put subtitles on it because the music and so forth makes it hard to understand his response.
True. I agree. Yeah.
I'll think about that. while I'm thinking about it, though, I'm going to get myself the next couple drinks here because I'm moving on to 7 and 8. Get on my
I'm
level.
on drink 7.
Hell yeah.
And
I'm
think
sorry,
I'm
I've
gonna switch from
fallen
copper to something else.
behind.
I'm mixing garlic.
I don't know, Chesh. I think you're keeping up pretty well by the looks of it.
It didn't break. It means it doesn't count.
So meanwhile, can you continue this bizarre video because I have no idea where it's going.
Okay,
Black
but
is
I
really invested in this.
I'm at the point where I need to stop being the one in charge, and we need to put Lev in charge because he's the only one drinking.
Oh,
not drinking.
Well, no, I'm not drinking. Yeah. Oh,
He's the one who's not
God.
inebriated, so I can't be in charge of.
But I'm
it's illegal.
me. I'm me.
I'm gonna
Everyone
make
knows
you
I'm
in
the
charge
biggest
of
fuck
my
up on the
channel.
internet.
No, listen. I've done a
Lev-
lot of streams on your channel, and I did a bunch of fucking background work, and I made your layout. So you need to now be in charge of my channel now. Don't fuck me on this. Look at him. He can't handle this. Too
Lev
much.
did his drinking yesterday, so that's why he's qualified. For
I'm
today.
catching up by doing a full-on shot of gin. All right.
Yeah,
Like,
I can't.
hear about it.
I can't deny it. I'm here. I have to be the adult about this, and go fuck it. Yeah. Daddy Dom will be here to help.
Okay, cool. What are we doing? I hit play? You're in charge.
Yeah.
Hit play.
Hit play. Hit play.
All right.
And do not.
Be aware that
Oh.
if you start screaming pause, I will pause the video.
All right.
Okay.
Evidence for evolution.
So you saying we ain't come down from monkeys?
No,
So-
monkeys are still having babies. Why don't they have another human today?
Okay. Has you ever eaten a banana?
Oh, yeah, I eat all kinds of food, yeah. I eat a banana, that's proof we came from rock. That's not proof of evolution.
The people engaged in this kind of nonsense always set up the rule that you could never win the money. Now,
But the banana thing got him, innit?
Yeah, well,
He had to start going, oh, no. He started saying,
Hold it, the
because you
fact-
started going red when I said that.
Think about
like
it.
you thought, oh, shit,
I
man
did
has
not-
got it,
I
my
thought
man
no
over
such
there.
thing. No. The fact
Then
that
why did you start all... He went red, didn't it?
No, because I'm surprised at how illogical your question was, or your thinking
Yo,
was.
speak to that.
All right,
What?
They
pause
said
it.
listening, yo.
We're Homo sapiens.
Yeah.
Okay. Now you can speak. Now a little bit of change has been done. Now you can say your piece. Oh, you don't want
Bananas.
to now, do you?
My,
Yeah.
I don't. It
I came back.
Yeah?
it
All right.
Bananas,
It's
Dapper.
worse.
Dapper,
Bananas.
bananas and
explain
Hogan.
that monkeys aren't making humans and also bananas.
Well, I
The
mean, monkeys are
making
making
babies.
babies.
babies. They're not making babies. See.
Wait, monkeys are making babies?
No monkey
Baby
has ever made a baby ever. I don't know what you're talking
That's
about.
I've seen
Yeah, they
baby
come
monkeys.
from trees.
No,
I've
you
touched one.
haven't.
They are so soft.
I've
They are
held
so
baby
soft.
monkeys.
They are so soft.
They are so. It was adorable. It was so scared. It was brought into our
I've-
classroom.
I've had-
Tiny. This is a
Look,
little
It
guy.
was-
Look,
It's a
I gotta
small
say
kid
this.
in a diaper.
What?
I was at the hospital when my brother's then wife gave birth to a baby monkey.
What?
Really?
Yeah,
Say
Yeah,
that
that's
again.
technically true. Yeah.
No,
I
no.
was at the hospital when my brother's then wife gave birth to a baby monkey.
Well,
Oh yes,
Dapper,
because
did
we
you
are
know that I'm a
because
monkey's uncle?
We are
I
literally
am
son of an
several
egg.
monkeys' uncle.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'll be a monkey's uncle. As it
If you are a guy and you have nieces or nephews, or even just one niece or nephew, you are a monkey's uncle, unless that niece or nephew is some kind of other thing than a human, like a dog or a cat.
Which is the real conversation to be having at that point, and I'm sure
Yeah.
there's a joke or two I could make there.
You are a
but
guy and you have
I'll
nieces
take the
or
high ground. The high ground.
Can I point
Wow.
out that we need like 120 more subscribers before this is monetized, and I'm not getting
Share
please,
shit.
please
Stream.
subscribe. I understand. Subscription does not mean you've got a magazine you got to pay
Listen,
for.
you pay
Subscription-
nothing, and so I can get paid. Thank you. The
Just-
end. That's
Tell
it.
you what,
And,
Yeah,
and
it
the
works,
subscription
folks.
is just
Alt,
it's a
intern,
really
and
bad
subscribe,
term
just in
that I'm
case.
trying to convince YouTube to change. All subscription really means is that you like the channel, you want more of that channel, and more channels like that. It doesn't
There
mean
will be
you're
more
signed
rum
up for
and cokes
anything.
in the future.
It doesn't mean, it just means you like the channel.
Hopefully I'll have some rum and coke.
Click the subscribe button.
We made Landon buy Coca-Cola, and he is not happy about that.
No. I
Lev.
poured out the rest of the Coke into the drain.
Yes.
He's like,
I am
I'm just
them.
gonna dump this in the garbage. Lev.
There, Chesh. I subscribed like
What?
3 more times to your channel, I think.
You
The
motherfucker.
right-handed
vote.
sis says we are
Inflate the
apes,
vote.
not monkeys, not realizing that apes are a kind of monkey. Sorry, right-handed sis.
Listen, I had to listen to somebody who made a 40-minute 40 minutes of video telling me how much I fucking suck because I don't have the educational content on my normal channel anymore. And I'm like, yeah, no fucking shit. Because if I do my normal channel, it's all fucking random nonsense. But if I do this channel, it's all like, here's the educational, here's the fucking debate, here's the real conversation, here's the volcano tracking, here's the... I talked about a thing, but I'm going to cut it down to a smaller amount. I get bullied no matter what I do. It doesn't matter.
You know, this is why you need to be the bully, the bully back. You need to double. You need bully
What?
up, if you will.
But
you need to be more bully.
But
That's
Chesh,
cool.
Okay,
the thing is
Dapper. He's telling me I need to be more bully.
More bully. Fight fire with a nuke.
I think the deficiency.
As one of your
Chesh.
primary bullies, I have to agree.
I traveled to Kansas
Is the last time you did a Mert March, because you've had those people in Mert March and suspended animation that you've left behind.
Guys, I haven't done a Mert since my dog died.
Oh.
Aww.
I'm sorry. I didn't know that was associated. I'm sorry.
That's the association, and it's super sad. Actually,
One
I
day
do.
you will do.
In Lana's defense, I haven't done Twitch. Not Twitch. Wait, what?
You haven't done Twitch in a while either.
No, because the dog died. Because I'm like, I am juggling too much. So I haven't done that since the dog. I do have plans for the new year. So I do have plans for that for the new year. So like, don't worry about you. So I have a handful of plans, and part of that is Goblin Survives the Apocalypse. So the Goblin Survives the Apocalypse plan is that we're going to Twitch stream the me figuring it out part. And then the YouTube will be, here's the video of we figured it out part.
Now, when are you starting the campaign on Top Hats Off?
This motherfucker wants me to run a Dungeons and Dragons campaign. And
Please.
Okay, you're saying that, but hear me out. All right? I don't know if you actually want me to DM the campaign, as opposed to actually just set up the premise. Because I think, maybe I'm wrong, but I think it would be way more entertaining to make Landon be the DM. He's laughing because I'm not wrong.
Sure.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
Landon, do you want to run a D&D campaign?
Sure, if you do it by second edition.
What?
I mean, we could do second edition.
This motherfucker wants us to roll back to fucking second edition?
That's because I don't expect you to have the first edition mimeographs.
This is where he's going to say
I do,
Gary
but you
Gygax
don't,
for like 10 years.
Alright, hold on. Wait. Landon,
Yes.
do you know Gary?
Do you know
I
Gary?
don't, but I know somebody who got the mimeographs from his first edition and gave it to me, and I wanted an update, so I given the second edition.
All right.
So Landon is 2 degrees from
No,
Gary
no, no,
Gygax.
no, no,
Yeah,
no, 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 no. I'm about to give Dapper the best possible fucking answer he could ever fucking get, because I'm that guy, and I'm a nice guy, and I'm willing to share that and not just take it for myself. Don't me. When have I ever? Landon,
Yes.
can you get in touch with Gary?
He's dead.
Yeah.
I don't know that anyone who knows.
Get a
him.
Ouija
I don't know
board.
who is dead, by the way. I don't know anyone who's alive who currently knows him.
You know what I mean.
You could get Ed, maybe Ed Green.
Are you
was,
asking
you
if
know, Ed
Landon is a
Green.
real life necromancer?
Yeah.
Well, one, yes, and two, at the end of the day, can we get a basically first edition run through of a Dungeons and Dragons campaign? Because, you know, if Dapper wants to fuck me on this, fine. But if you would rather have a literal, as close as a first edition Dungeons and Dragons game on his channel, would he rather?
So understand, Chesh, that the
I
second
don't know,
edition
actually.
was where Gary fixed things and corrected things, and he believes that the second edition was closer to his thing. That his first edition had lots of was a rendering of stuff.
The first
that had
edition had
mistakes.
flaws, and the second edition is more accurate to what he wanted it to be, right?
I mean,
Yes.
I
So
started
Chesh,
D&D in
if
second
you
edition.
come
I
up with a
played.
premise, and we say second edition rules, I'll DM.
Dapper?
I mean, I'm okay with having that on Top Hats Off. That sounds like fun. Like I said, I
Second-
started D&D in second edition.
Second edition is the most accurate to Gary Gygax's vision? Yes?
And yes, and by the way, that requires you to have real dice.
Yeah.
None of this clicking on things and so forth.
Nobody
You have
likes
dice.
Roll20. The end.
How are we going to do maps?
You can do maps without rolling
Well,
the
I would
dice on
presume
D20.
that
Don't fucking
Dapper
lie to
would
me.
give the graphics necessary to do that sort of thing. That would be
Okay. But what I mean is,
based,
like, how are we
based
gonna
upon
present?
on the premise that Shesh comes up
What?
with.
Okay.
What am I doing?
So now I'm interested.
You have to come up with the
because
premise.
The original premise I was thinking about was an Eberron specific premise. So now the question is,
Eberron.
how do we do second edition Warforged or playable
No,
goblins?
no. Now you have to like, you have to separate out. All right.
Oh, okay.
All right,
I
Lev.
understand. Understand. Go ahead.
On a
Yes.
scale of 1 to 10, how much do you understand this conversation?
Thank you. That was very considerate of you. I'm
Ah,
gonna
you're
say
welcome. I lost my glasses.
6. I feel
That's not
less.
bad.
6 is not
yeah,
bad. 6 is decent.
But you know, when you get into the higher mysteries, I will be just kind of like I kind of associate, and I go into my mind cavern, my mind fortress, and wait
My
until
safe
you're all
space.
finished.
But one of the
My
things
safe
that's really
space.
that was really clear from the first edition stuff that Gary was saying was that this is just a suggestion. Do your own thing. This is not a set of rules.
First
Do your
edition
own
is
thing.
very much a do your own thing. I
Ooh.
agree.
Wait,
And
Landon,
so,
could
yes,
we do 2E Planescape?
sure.
No!
Ooh,
Ah.
that
What
would
is
be
that?
cool.
But 2E was basically was a more of a commercialized version of 2, and 2 was a fixed of 1. But the Gary's big thing was
drank
that
too
this is
much.
not a set of rules, it's a set of guidelines. Do
You
your own
did, but
thing.
you're having
The
fun.
only rule is doing your own thing. So if you want to do all kind of stuff, if you're using that as a basis, do your
Oh
own
no,
thing.
the thing that got you drunk is getting you drunk. Wow.
All right, well, we should. This should be something we coordinate later off air
No,
when
no,
Chesh is
no,
more
no, no,
sobery.
no, it's too late. All right. So, here's what we're gonna do.
Okay, here we
Dapper
go.
does not. First off, we need to finish this video.
No. Finish your thoughts and then video. Otherwise, it will just be
Video,
an
video,
endless
video,
loop.
video, video, video.
I did
Meanwhile-
not say order of operations.
I'm getting some different alcohol after this thing, so I'll still listen.
Don't
Just let me know.
patronize me. First off,
Chesh,
all right.
please go.
Yeah,
Say
no,
your thing.
I'm done. I'm toasted. I'm burnt.
You can tell.
Yeah. Thanks, champ.
I think you are being a delight.
Thanks. I appreciate that. All right. First off, if we're gonna do Dungeons and Dragons nonsense, regardless of whatever edition,
Right.
I think that Landon running a game is fantastic. I think that's a great idea.
I
If
agree.
Landon wants to run in first edition or second edition, Landon needs to make that decision for himself about what he wants to run, and that's fine. I know that Dapper wants me to run something.
A very specific game.
Go on.
So you want me to spoil it?
When you say a very specific game, what do you mean? And yes, you can spoil it. There's only 16 people watching. You're not going to wreck it.
Fair.
It's fine.
I mean, I think it would be fun if you ran a game where everyone are goblinoids in Eberron who are trying to restore the ancient goblinoid empire that used to rule the whole continent. And so we're all like actually secretly working against the humans and the elves and the dwarves and whatnot to try to bring back goblinoid supremacy.
A gobno state, if you will. Hell yeah, gobno state.
Alright. But you want me to run Eberron specifically?
Well, yeah, because Eberron already has the background lore for like the ancient empire in the main continent of the game, being a goblinoid empire run by hobgoblins and goblins and bugbears. That's already part of the lore. So like you don't have to do any
it's
extra
part
work.
of the lore of Eberron. It's also part of the lore of Dark Sun.
Okay, but Eberron has Warforged and lightning trains and airships.
Also, yes.
Very cool.
So I'm moving towards a after dinner drink tomorrow.
Listen, I gotta finish this, and after this, I'm done. I took that fucking double shot to catch up, and that's it.
That counts as 2.
The double shot counts as 2. Thanks, Landon. I don't. Okay, couple of things. First off, are we gonna run all of these on top hats off?
I'm okay with that as long as other people are okay with that too.
I agree with this idea or concept.
Okay.
Does
meanwhile,
Landon
this-
agree with this? Does Landon... Okay,
Sure.
first off, Landon, do you want to run a campaign? Period. End of sentence?
Yes, if you design it and give me the
Who's
the
you?
thoughts,
There's 3 of us here. Do you want Lev to design
you
it?
were talking about this concept that you had. If you come up with the
Me?
concept,
Oh, no.
I thought that's what you said.
Yes? You're not wrong.
See, Chesh, this is why I think we should talk about this. Like,
Let's talk about this afterwards. Let's talk about it afterwards. And meanwhile, we've got this video where you got this person
Okay,
who
yeah.
does 2 seasons.
Yeah, back to the
roll.
video. Come on. We're halfway through.
If you want to see Dungeons and Dragons stuff, go or whatever outside of D&D stuff, go to Top Has Off. We will talk about it there, or you will see the result of us talking about it there. I will hit play on this fucking bullshit and nobody cares.
And that's
about
about 8 steps down.
I just want to make clear, because this is going out on the TV or whatever, that I don't do that stuff. I ain't got nothing against it.
Oh, it's the homo that threw him off. I mean,
Yeah, you're
explain
confused.
that.
It is a scientific nomenclature that describes who we are as part of a phyla or a stream of, it goes hominid, hominoid, and then we go
whatever.
through.
There's different names for it.
We're all
You
Homo sapiens.
All humans would be considered.
My wife is a homo sapien.
That's not homosexual.
We're all
That's what the
Homo
difference is.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's
My wife is a homo. I'm sorry, Lev. I know that you didn't say pause, but I feel like I have to pause on my wife is a homo sapien, but I'm not a homosexual.
I mean, that's probably an accurate statement.
Yeah.
It's probably correct. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what might be going
Just a way of
through Ken
describing.
Hovind's mind when he hears those words?
So
Yeah,
he's
dapper.
probably Kent Hovind doesn't like deny that humans are classified as Homo sapiens. So the idea that right now he's probably thinking this Ali G guy is an idiot because he thinks that homosexual and Homo sapiens are the same thing, which they're not, and Kent knows
How
that.
do you go on to the show called Ali G and not who Ali G is?
Most people, especially early on in the show,
Kent Hovind has never done research on anything. Why would he not go on the Ali G show sight unseen? He's a fucking idiot.
Well, I thought
like, what is that noise?
I thought
That
his
was
thesis
Landon
was
in his
his
kitchen.
research. I thought his thesis was his research.
I mean,
insert KGB reference.
KGB get title.
Yeah, KJV get title. Get book title, actually. The technical one, but yeah.
And Jess has returned to her burrow to hibernate.
No, I dropped my earphone down in the. I'm done.
No!
I'm out. I'm out. I'm
Chesh
done.
has been defeated.
I've been defeated. I'm out. Don't talk to me.
You did well, Goblin Girl. You did well.
Well, she did well, except that we haven't finished the video yet.
I drank so much gin.
I'm trying to help
Oh,
her
wait, there's
ego,
different-
which is shattered and bruised.
My ego doesn't need your fucking help.
Or a stream of, it goes hominid, hominoid, and then we
Yeah,
go
whatever.
through.
There's different names for it.
We're all
Yeah.
Homo sapiens.
All humans would be considered.
My wife is a Homo sapien.
But that's not homosexual.
We're all
That's what the
Homo
difference is.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's just a way of describing who we are.
Well, that's it. I just want to make clear your respect for coming on, and I ain't going to treat you differently now that that has come out. That's safe.
No, it has nothing to do with
Now that you're gay, I'm not gonna treat you any differently.
You know what? Good for it. Especially because in the movies, he all gave them gay people particular slurs. Boop.
I want to point out, Ali G is more progressive than Kent Hovind.
Yeah. Because
Which
they're
I mean,
very-
low bar.
as he says, we're all jazz children because he thinks he's a Rasta.
Is Chesh okay? Did she die?
I think Chesh is.
I don't remember how long it's been since I've been this drunk. Right?
I'm
I got
so glad I'm here for
pierogies
it.
in a bowl. I'm not
Pierogi bowl!
okay.
Hell yeah!
I'm fine. I keep talking. Don't worry about it.
Come on now, you're
shit.
confused here. Let's settle the confusion.
You're
All the people in
confused
the
here.
whole world.
No, I'm confused here. I don't know what's happening. I don't understand why fucking Ali G is talking to fucking Kent Hovind about being gay. I don't understand anything that's fucking happening
You're
right now.
gonna wake up tomorrow
fuck-
and you're gonna think you imagined this.
What year is it? Dapper!
2025 for a little while.
No, I'm
All I
trusting.
suspect is that Kent Hovind is probably thinking, "Thank God I've been forgiven."
Dapper. What year did this happen?
Oh,
5?
I don't know. I mean, how old is the video? It's
5?
probably not.
Did you just tell me 5?
2005.
So 20 years
No.
ago.
No.
5 AD. Yes, this is actually all
No.
translated from the
5
original
AD.
Latin.
I'm leaving. Stream's over. Get me out.
Biologists have in a group called Homo. And the particular human group below that is sapiens. And all that is Greek. It just means the Greek word for man smart.
Yeah, a lot of them is very talented.
What?
It has nothing to do with homosexuals. It has nothing to do with the
very
homos that you meet on the street. It's an entirely different...
Notice he didn't say women; he said men.
Men smart. The end.
Woman is smarter. And smart, the woman is smarter.
I want to die.
No, you don't.
We are the decisions we make.
I'm fucking throw myself down a fucking whole ass set of stairs. I'm gonna call it muffin time, and nobody will know the difference.
I love the degree to which me just revealing this video broke Chesh.
This is not okay.
She was not prepared for this.
No!
One of the homo law.
I am a Homo sapien. I think all humans are Homo sapiens. You are too. Okay? You are too.
What?
The term homo and homo sapien has nothing at all to do with sex.
All right.
Wow, it's got a little bit to do with sex.
You need sex to make the homo.
Of either kind, actually, to be fair.
100%, yes.
Bev, can I hit play?
Yeah,
please.
Of course you can hit play if you believe in it.
What?
Play believes in you.
What? Why are you adding an if?
just hit play.
Well, now I've put doubt in your mind.
Let's talk about when technology goes horribly wrong.
You got this.
Is there technologies that you won't use?
I try to avoid foods that have pesticide residues on them.
No disrespect, whatever, but does you use a toilet or does you just drop one in a hole?
Of course I use the toilet, like I assume everybody here does, so I hope.
You'd use it, but would you flush?
Certainly, yeah.
What?
Absolutely.
So,
but you lift the
would
lid.
you use a toilet or does you just drop it in a
Where's
hole?
Oh, I know. I've been to quite a few countries where they don't have toilets, and I'm very glad to get back to America.
So would you flush?
Oh, sure. And I think you should have a septic system that's properly designed.
Well, wait. I'm sorry.
Here it is, the greatest bit of media in human history.
Did Kent Hovind just say he was okay with flashing?
No, flushing. Flush. The toilet, flushing the toilet.
They're talking about toilets.
I heard flash. Okay.
Think he's okay with flashing?
Designed to handle the waste.
You say that, but there's evidence backstage to the contrary. Was it?
What?
Was it you?
What?
What?
I'm okay with being
Ali G is accusing Kent of dropping
to the contrary
a
of flushing?
Yeah. Ali G is about to accuse Kent Hovind of not flushing the toilet.
Yep. And you know what else? I believe it's 100% his fault, yeah.
I'm not playing anymore.
No, you have to. You have to.
Would you use a toilet or does you just drop it in a hole?
Oh, I know. I've been to quite a few countries where they don't have toilets, and I'm very glad to get back to America.
So would you flush?
Oh, sure. And I think you should have a septic system that's properly designed to handle the waste.
You say that, but there's evidence backstage to the contrary. Was it you?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
You know what I was talking about.
I have no clue.
The floater. Covering it with paper don't make it all right, yo. That goes for the rest of you, whoever it was. Right, I ain't pointing any fingers, but I does have my suspicions.
Well, I don't.
I love you. Therefore, because he loves you, he's a piece of poo. Sometimes he's running, sometimes he's corny and green or greenish brown. Baking enough fiber on Christmas Eve, he may come to your town. Oh, Mr. Hanky, Christmas poo, he loves me, I love you. Very, very carelessly, he loves you, because he's a piece of poo.
Dapper.
Yes.
You have not. When and where have you dealt with this on your own channel?
With Ali G and Kent Hovind?
Uh-huh.
I think I've mentioned it a few times. I don't think we've actually watched it.
So
yeah, I wonder
Kent
why.
Didn't flush, and Ali G is accusing Kent of leaving it hanging.
Yes, that is what's happening.
So what does Kent Hovind say in response to this?
I don't know. We'll have to head play and find out.
Indeed. We're so close to the end. I can smell it.
No, I have no clue.
The floater. Covering it with paper don't make it all right, yo. That goes for the rest of you, whoever it was. Right, I ain't pointing any fingers, but I does have my suspicions.
Well, I don't. It was not me, if that's what you're saying. I would not. If I understand what you're even talking about, which I don't part of the time here.
You know what I was talking about, because if it was, then shame on you.
You're very confusing.
Yo, I ain't pointing fingers, yeah? But
you figured it out.
Is you the one backstage that didn't flush?
No, sir.
You know what I was talking about, because
If that's what you're talking about.
You know,
why you would talk about that on a TV program blows my mind.
Just saying, out of respect, we was all talking about respect or whatever. Whoever it was, and I ain't just, you know, I don't care. Let's just.
Well, then go on to something else.
Let's put it to the side. But that ain't right. Shame on you.
I didn't do it. Don't say shame on me. I didn't do anything.
Just want to thank you all for coming on here. This was very interesting. Keep it real. Yo, respect. 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 Respect.
Wow. Okay, so if I ever meet Ken, I will ask him, why didn't you flush?
Absolutely. He should be hounded for the rest of his life.
Have you found the reference to KGB? Insert book title. Yeah, there. That would be the. Because you asked him, have you found the reference? And he looked puzzled and said,
I am so glad that this broke Chesh completely.
I heard.
I'm so done.
Your thesis written.
Well, we are actually done. You did it. You did it, bam. You got to the end. Here's your gift basket of crappy dish soap.
And I got to sing the Mr. Hanky song, which is before Christmas Eve. So that's thank you very much, Josh.
Now, can you sing the Poo of the Animals? Because that is it was basically his version of the Circle of Life with his kid.
The Poo of his animals.
No, the Poo of the Animals.
Poo of the animals.
No, Poo of the giraffe. Yep.
No, please continue.
Oh God, I forget the whole song. I just remember clips of it and the theme, because like they have a whole orchestra at one point. It's impressive.
Wow.
Well, Chesh, now that you've gotten to the end of this video, what do you think? Do you think he did?
Chesh. Give us your
Kill me.
So I've got my
you're far away, and you're doing a good job for it. With
I've got my marinated spices.
No.
For the veggies.
Ooh,
nice.
Landon, what did you make?
So I put it basically it's a lot of rosemary, some marjoram, some crushed garlic on a olive oil marinade, and some ground pepper. And so I'm going to use that to base the vegan loaf and to base the veggies.
Nice.
So now this is for a party, which is tomorrow late afternoon. So what I'm going to do is going to wake up in the morning to begin the roasting of it. But I've been trying to prepare, because you have to have everything prepared for you to do your cooking. So this has been the process of that. So I'll let this marinate. Meanwhile, so Chesh has been.
She got her. What we say around these parts is that she got her money's worth.
She got her middle finger out.
You say that like I get paid for this channel.
You paid alcohol because alcohol gets you drunk.
There you
are now drunk.
So I believe
you have succeeded in your task, madam.
I believe this is 9.
Yes, I got drunk.
There you
go. What number are you on?
What?
So not as much as you drank when we had the Canadian election. That's a different story.
No, no, I didn't. No.
This is more, I think.
Yes, I think this is more.
I was asking Chesh.
We're gonna have to check in on Chesh to make sure she makes it through the night.
No, I lost my headset. I didn't hear
Yes, we will.
anymore.
Oh God.
So that,
she's lost to the sauce. I was gonna ask Chesh. Well, I already asked her and she hadn't gone back. I'm gonna be doing a show with her on Thursday, and I was thinking of having a drink with her, and she's like, "Yeah, we'll maybe. I'm a bit crazy when I'm drunk," and here she is now, completely off her head, and she's not all that crazy. You're not all that crazy.
No,
don't
not at all.
looking at me.
I'm not at you.
I think it's
you're perfectly you, supportively.
You're perfectly nice.
You haven't. Now here's the thing: when I get shit faced,
I say goodbye, everybody. We gotta get off stream.
All right, bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
It's been fun.
Bye, everybody.
Bye. Have a good night.